Yep.
Let me.
All right, this is it, boys. Let's do it.
This a shoddy?
Yeah, shotgun.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, elite level.
I'm ready. Whatever you guys are.
Let's get after it.
Cheers, mates.
Cheers, fellas.
Ticket rippers. Pretty good.
Oh, good.
All right, get in the open monologue, huh?
There it is.
Get
Let's
it.
get
All
after it.
right.
Welcome.
Hello, world. Welcome to the Ticket Rippers, where you see the debauchery of diabolical drunks, also meet an intense addictiveness to gambling. We're joined right now by the greasy Dago himself, Dan Belfonte. Look at that. Along with the person who always delivers, the mailman, Nick Dadowski, and myself, the ever so charming and handsome, Danny Boardley.
It's not
What
showboat
we
here.
thinking, boys?
Let's not
Happy to,
showboat.
happy to be aboard. Happy to be
Yeah.
aboard. Thanks for having me, Captain.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Always
Well,
trying.
good to talk about sports. Get after it.
Some of us talk about sports. Some of us act like we talk about sports. That's
Most importantly,
Belfonte.
we're gonna make some money.
We're gonna make some money. We're gonna make some money. What we think? We got Thursday night football. Thursday night.
Thursday night football. So for Thursday night football, we got the number one seed in the NFC, LA Rams, 11-3, taking on their division foe, number 5 seed in the NFC, Seahawks, who are also 11-3. Boys, this might be game of the year.
This is pretty big.
This is gonna be a big game.
Dude,
Both
both teams.
defenses are fantastic. Both have very good defenses.
Agreed. Rams have number 4 defense in the league to Seattle's number 2 defense. Both offenses, honestly, are also amazing. We got the Rams with the number 2 scoring offense and the Seahawks with the number 5 scoring offense. Both these teams have elite weapons. Both are Super Bowl favorites right now on DraftKings Sportsbook. The Rams are plus 320 to win the Super Bowl, and the Seahawks are plus 650 to win the Super Bowl. Those are the top 2 teams on DraftKings right now to win the Super Bowl. So we got a game here tomorrow night, fellas.
Stafford's looking nice.
Stafford's looking nice. The only thing is, when you go into the game tonight, they're without Devontae Adams. He's hurt. That's going to hinder in the red zone. He's the number one target in the red zone. Touchdowns. That's going to hurt them.
Let's
But they
see.
have
Is he completely out or is he?
yeah. So
As of right now, I think he's doubtful. So yeah, not looking good for Devontae Adams. And I agree, Dan. That's definitely going to hurt the Rams' offense. He might have the most red zone targets in the entire NFL this season. It feels like every time the Rams get down there, Stafford's looking straight for his boy Devontae. Where's that?
right,
Yeah. Well, Puka's there. Big Pook.
Puka's
Puka.
there. Their tight
Puka's
ends
there.
are finally starting to do something too. You got
Higby.
Parkinson, yeah, Higby and Parkinson. They're finally look like they're catching the balls, which is a good thing. But
Yeah.
I also like their split backfield. They're finally starting to use Corum a little bit more, so it's off of Kyron, so that his rush line just went up. It's up to 45. It's looking like it's gonna be split. So we'll see how
And
that
the
works
Notre
out.
Dame boy himself fucking looking electric. How many yards he has this season? He's got. He's fucking packing on the stats right now. The boy from ND.
Yeah,
Yeah. But nah, nonetheless, I think both teams are very good. Last week they almost fell. Seattle almost fell to Indianapolis. Didn't play the best game. Almost let Philip Rivers, 44 years old, 10
big thing with that.
children,
Big thing
one
with that too.
grandchild, just extended his insurance for the NFL for another 5 years. Playing one damn game.
I saw that. It's a mind game. I did see that.
It's happening.
Yeah,
Got to do what you got to do when you got that many
dude.
kids.
Gramps looked good out there too.
It was slinging it. It was everything was checked down. He was looking good though.
Dude, I feel like he could get it done though. That's one game under his belt. That's the thing. And
The first game, and you got to remember too, he's 44, and it was his first game in 5 years. I think now that and remember he just played the number 2 defense in the league. So, I mean, he doesn't have an easy schedule ahead of him. But I agree, Danny. I think that we have some more to see from Mr. Rivers coming here.
Dude, but
Coming out of that game, that was a big time game too. They only lost by 2 to them, like Dadowski said, one of the
he
top defenses in the league.
he didn't just come
Big game.
out. He came out big cock swinging. He
Mhm.
came out like he had a cock that supplied 10 children to this earth and one grandchild. That's big cock swinging.
That's big
One
cock
baby
swinging.
mama.
That celebration he had after that touchdown too, you just tell he was fired up, dude. He's electric. I love seeing him out there. I was on Red Zone. I wanted them to keep playing the Indianapolis and Seahawks game because I just wanted to see every play from Phillip Rivers. I was so infatuated with like this guy and his
Yeah,
style and like his energy, dude. Like I don't know, yeah, Phillip Rivers is the man.
You know what they
he's a
fucking
beast.
should do? Dude, he should have like 2 more kids or 1 more kid. Dude, like 5 years from now, just like
You don't think
challenge
he has enough
Tyreek
already?
Hill.
You don't think he has enough already?
Dude, no, he gets like Tyreek Hill. They play
I
like
think
a fucking family football game.
Dude, he's gonna have
I think
if he has a
so.
kid for 5 years, dude, he's gonna have grandsons older than his youngest son, bro. That's crazy.
He's
That's
fucking Robert De
wild.
Niro, dude.
That's wild. Yeah, literally. Wow.
That'd be Dan in a couple years, man.
Dude,
That's you.
Look at Stephon Diggs. All 3 of those, you could have a full football team with those 3 kids.
That's
With
insane.
those 3 families, dude.
How many kids does
Insane.
Stephon Diggs have?
He's having 2. Well, he's having one with Cardi right now. He's got like 3 on the way.
That's crazy,
You
man.
Yeah,
didn't know that?
that's
No, I didn't. Tyreek's got like 8 to like 5 different moms.
yeah. Oh yeah. If
Yeah.
not more moms, yeah. I
Dude,
don't know
it's
what's good with
crazy.
NFL receivers and getting any chick they see pregnant, but it's a skill. At this point, it's skill. I think it's either that or they're just doing it for fun. It's just leisure.
Dude's just playing Fortnite and just fucking. The 2X. That's
It's wild.
Bro's playing Sims.
he plays Sims.
Bro's playing Sims IRL.
That's fucking crazy. You see behind Belfonte's head, Dolphins bench Tua.
Yeah, he went from the first string. Now he's the third string.
Dude, I'm the happiest person. Dude, they fucking should.
So as a
Like,
I mean, your number one problem is being a Dolphins fan. Look how far that gets you.
so Danny, I wanted to ask you as a Dolphins fan, are you more excited that they went with Quint Ewers, or would you have rather seen what they could have got out of Zach Wilson first?
nah, dude, like, Zach Wilson's done. Like, I mean, he played one
Uh,
game at the beginning of the season, was awful, but so did, like, Quinn Ewers played a couple quarters. He looked pretty bad too. But the thing is, like, I don't know. I'd rather see him at least develop him somewhat because
yeah,
the reason why they're benching too is because one, they're saving him from potential injury because most likely they're going to trade him, right? So you got to save whatever stock he still has left. Just send him to the bench and say this is whatever team wants him, take him as is. Like that's my opinion on the case, and like I agree with it. See what Ewers does for taking first string snaps and stuff like that this week. See what he does for the rest of the year. If he's able to get like squeak out like 2 good games, that's like a fucking win for Miami.
I
You
like
know?
it.
it's true.
I,
You can
I
get some trade value out of it too.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean the biggest thing is like as injury prone to is like you don't want to hurt him because then nobody's gonna fucking want to pick up his contract. So it's like
Not
you
to
know
interrupt you there, Didas, but I think already how injury prone he is. I'm not sure how high of a value he's gonna have. That's a
right
problem.
now,
Yeah.
dude, Arizona's like the front line for him. Like Arizona trade him and Kyler Murray. To be honest, I'd take Kyler Murray over Tua.
Yeah, it's not a bad. I do not disagree with that.
Dude, Kyler Murray at least has somewhat of an arm.
you think they'll keep Mike McDaniel past the year?
Yeah, they kind of have. Yeah, which pisses me off. Like that's the thing with Stephen Ross. Like he's not like nutting, right?
Yeah.
But we get the same fucking product on the field though. It's like he's willing to pay players, but it's like his buddies. So he's willing to like extend McDaniel whenever he didn't need an extension. First of all, he's willing to extend Tua whenever they could have just used a 5th-year option on him last year. And just waste all this money on like Tyreek Hill, Odell Beckham Jr. like last year, like that was ever gonna fucking work out.
Yeah,
And then just like spend money carelessly through like things that you don't need at the time or things that haven't proven themselves. So that's the problem with what he has. He's not anti against money like spending money, but it's just not going to the places that it needs it. Like we've needed a new O line for like 4 years now, ever since Tua had his concussion stint and stuff like that. So I don't know, it is what it is, but
I
I think
mean, how the Dolphins looked last night playing the Steelers. If you got rid of Ramsey, he looked pretty good for the Steelers. A couple sacks. He didn't look
Ramsey
bad.
hasn't looked good all year for the Steelers. Like let's
I know,
fucking
but he looked pretty good about last night. That's all I'm saying.
yeah, no, a couple of them did. Johnny didn't look too bad. Um, actually, he had a drop, or he had a couple drops, I think, in that game, didn't he?
Yeah, he had a couple.
Yeah.
He had a couple drops. He didn't go. He didn't have that many yards either.
Nah,
Yeah.
it's just Tua sucks. Play calling sucks all around. The only like saving grace for that team is Achan. Like,
Well,
just
and
fucking
here's the
dog.
thing, like with I'm also for starting Ewers. I don't dislike Zach Wilson. I actually don't think he's a bad quarterback either. I think
No,
he was given an opportunity, like maybe in San Francisco or somewhere, like if he had like Mac Jones opportunity this year, I think Zach Wilson could be a good quarterback in the NFL.
yeah.
But I'm a big believer in giving rookies a chance, especially rookie quarterbacks. I know Quinn Ewers was drafted in what, the sixth, seventh round, but I
Yeah.
mean that's when Brock Purdy was drafted just 3-4 years ago. So, and look at him now; he's paid $50 million, $60 million guaranteed or whatever he's got. So who knows? I mean, Quinn Ewers could come in, absolutely light the league up for the last 4 weeks of the season, and boom, you have your franchise quarterback right there.
But that's the thing. I mean, fucking. I mean, I don't hate Zach Wilson. Like,
Mm-hmm.
he came in, did somewhat decent the game that he did come in like this year. But the thing about him is like it's just like he doesn't have that much juice left, I think. Yeah, if that makes sense. Like I mean he could squeak out a game or two. Like I think he has the capability of doing that. But like you said, I mean like why not take the chance in developing somebody that's just coming into the league that might
Mm.
have that probably has a higher ceiling that Zach Wilson ever did,
The
but
the
also
problem with
might have
that
this
is
left floor too.
it's not going to change your play calling, no matter what quarterback you put in there. If your play calling is bad, which personally I don't like the Dolphins play calling. Outside of when he went into the game, you had Waller with two touchdowns last night. Play calling is run A chain, and then try and throw deep balls sometimes. I just don't like the play calling, and if you adjust that, I think you're gonna have a lot bigger upside there.
Dude, we should talk about Michigan's head coach too before we get to CFP.
Yeah, I agree. I
I'm
agree.
just kind of like staring at like above Dan's head, and I'm just like, fuck. We're just gonna copy everything
Are we?
ESPN has.
Are we? That's actually a sick background you got going right now with the TV in the back in the
All
bar.
right, dude, it's kind of
That's
sick.
fire. That's fire. Yeah, I gotta work on. I think I'm grabbing my desk over from the apartment and bringing it back over. So when I do that, I'll get a nice setup going over here too.
I gotta get my shit from over there, dude. I gotta get my shit
Dude,
bad.
my
Dude,
shit.
it wouldn't be a bad idea to have like a whole setup at your guys' old place on that couch and like live stream some shit.
If we don't
Either
get it,
live stream like college foot, like the playoffs or whatever.
That's not a bad idea.
You
yeah,
know,
We gotta centralize. Even if we like centralize something, that'd be a good call.
that wouldn't be too bad. Put like two cameras, one facing us, one facing the TV. Hey,
Yeah.
shut up!
good idea.
Soprano, come here.
So I mean, we can go back into the Seahawks game and kind
Yeah,
of go into that, or we
I
can
got
go
some.
to.
I got some
But
more stuff about. I got some more stuff about Thursday Night Football. If you guys want to, we could wrap up with that. Like if we want to get into the betting side of things. Are we like finishing the episode with like betting stuff?
normally, what I would say is that like if we collect, we have some bets that we want to run or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You bring that up at the end. Like here's your slip, whatever. If it's 10, if it's 5 legs for $1,500 off of 10, whatever the case is. Here's our locks for the game or whatever it is. That might be a good idea.
For sure, I got you. Okay, bet.
Louis, stop it. Louis, come.
Pretty much everything I have still regarding the Rams Seahawks games betting. Some of it's futures, but like I feel like it's still relevant.
Louis,
I got betting wise, I got the over under. I mean, it's at 42.5. If you
Yeah.
look at how their defenses are, I mean, it's looking like right now I'm seeing 62% are on the under
Mm-hmm.
of bets. I like the over there. I think it's going to be a little bit more of a high scoring game.
Right, bet.
Rams money
I,
line.
yeah, I know because I know
Like,
Darnold. He's gone over in this head-to-head matchup with the Rams. Real quick, he's gone over 224 passing yards. all 3 of the head-to-heads against them. So I like his over yards there.
I like
All
it.
right, are we just hopping into our takes and everything now?
Oh no, wait, we'll do that. Are we doing that last? I actually like that part, dude. I would make sure you remember what you just said right there, Dan.
I got you.
Remember that shit. So I didn't know if we were, or we could just leave that in. Actually, I mean, it don't matter.
Doesn't matter.
All right, word.
But no, I do like the over. That's all I'm saying. I'm just saying if you're going over sports lines or whatever, I like the over.
Yeah, I like the over too.
You're taking the over for
Yeah, I like the over.
47.5.
I'm showing 42.5 on my end. What is it, 47?
Right now, it's showing DraftKings 47.5. I
Oh,
would
maybe.
bring. I don't mind the over, but I'd bring it down.
I got on mine. I told you I got 42.5. I think that's a perfect line right there. 42.5.
42.5 is not bad. If it's 47.5, I would take the under. But either way, I'd buy it down. 42.5, I could live with. I could live
Yeah.
with 42.5. But I'm taking money line Los Angeles.
There we go. He's losing money again. No,
You're
here we
so
go.
stupid. No. You know
Los
why?
Angeles without their number one tight end, without their number one catching touchdown receiver in all year. Sure.
That's all they use him for. That's all they use
Correct.
him for.
Okay.
There's 4 other receivers on the field. We can
The line,
throw them.
2
And not
days ago,
only
the
that,
line
we got
started at plus
Kyron
one and a
Williams.
half.
Kyron Williams, fucking touchdown machine in himself.
Yeah, he's a split back with Quorum now.
So, and what's the problem?
I'm just saying, it's a split back. I don't know. I don't like that.
What I'm taking on this is I'd go Matthew Stafford, 220 yards. All right.
I like that.
220, and then Kyron Williams, anytime touchdown score.
See, I would personally stay away from running backs because Quorum took the 2 touchdowns from him a couple weeks ago. It's so up and down. It's like the Lions. It's the same thing. You can't tell who's going to score on an offensive battle like that. You got Puka. You got a split back. It's just I would stay away from that.
That's what I'm taking. I'm taking the Notre Dame kid. I'm taking Matthew Stafford, 220. Puka, let's say 60 yards. Money line, Rams.
Danny, I'm
Go ahead,
almost.
Dadowski.
I wanted to mention it before, but I didn't. I didn't want to kill it because we were live. But
Yeah.
are we live right now? Like, is this content?
I think we're just saying fuck it. Yeah.
I think Blake Corum went to Michigan.
No. Kyron Williams went to Notre Dame.
He went to Notre Dame?
Yeah, Kyron did.
Blake Corum 100% went to Michigan. Yeah.
I'm gonna be quiet now. Good night.
No, Kyron.
No,
I
just wanted to make word. Okay, I didn't know Kyron went to Notre Dame, so I thought Blake. It kept coming up because they kept coming up at the same time, so I didn't know if you were talking about Blake Corum, and I was like, oh fuck, wait, he went to Michigan. I didn't want to correct you while we were like live though, so I was like, but
No,
I was wrong anyway.
Kyron was a fucking dog for Notre Dame. Like,
I believe it,
dude. Until like Jeremiah Love came up.
Yeah, I was just about to say that.
I mean, like, I don't know, dude. Notre Dame's looking like running back you now.
Well, how about speaking of Jeremiah Love? How about
I like Ohio State. Go ahead.
How about the Heisman?
Dude, it's such bullshit. I mean, everybody knew it was gonna end up like happening like that, but like, to be honest, like,
those are the most.
if you look like last year, Ashton Genty, right? Everybody was hype on him, and like, I think he deserved it. I truly do. I think he deserved it over top of Travis Hunter. Mm-hmm. But you see the talent like he was playing up against, like.
I think the big thing this year. There's a big thing this year, right before the Heisman Trophy, right before they announced the final or announced the winner. I think the biggest thing was Ohio State played Indiana. Everybody was going into the broadcast. You had everybody saying this is the Heisman game. Whoever wins this game is going to be Heisman. Jeremiah Love didn't have that game where it could set him up for anything against.
Do you look at him? He's like actually like, my opinion. Call me out if I'm wrong, but I think he's like a generational talent. Like, whatever team is going to get him in the NFL is going to be lucky as fuck. Dude, this kid hurdles people like it's fucking nothing.
He's
like, that's a big. Sure. For sure. He's a first round pick. Absolutely. My big thing is he when he went up against Penn State, he dogged their defense out, and that one of the best run defense in the college football. It's like
a torn meniscus or whatever he was like playing with. Dude, he was like he's just a fucking tank. He's also autistic, and it's kind of crazy. It's like he has the good type of autism. It's like you're just good at one thing, and it just
he's got the Shane Gillis. He's got the Shane Gillisism. He's good at one thing.
Just stare off, dude. Dude, he's fucking, probably in there every morning, like before anybody gets there, just working out. Marcus Freeman comes in, just reeks of grilled cheese. He's just pumping it out with a grilled cheese in his mouth.
Danny, where's the cheese? Another thing with Marcus Friedman, if we go on that road too, since we're on Notre Dame with Jeremiah Love and Heisman, which is tough. I don't know if you had anything to say about Jeremiah Love, Dadowski.
Yeah,
Anything
yeah.
to
I
say?
just was gonna say I think he was worthy of the Heisman. He didn't put up Genty numbers, but I mean he was worthy of the Heisman in my opinion over Mendoza. Mendoza has the worst stats of a quarterback to win the
Yeah.
Heisman in how
Dude,
many
it's
years?
unbelievable.
Well, I want to go. I want to go off of what you're saying there
He-
real quick too.
yeah,
If we're talking stats, he had the same amount of stats as Genty did. Sorry, Jeremiah Love did to Genty because Jeremiah Love is playing a harder competition than Boise State was back in the day when Ashton Genty was there. You have to put
100%.
levels of competition there. Jeremiah Love, their schedule, everybody's you're independent. They do play a relatively tough schedule when it goes into playoffs. When you have those key to key matchups, Boise State, it's the same thing as Tulane. You made the playoffs because you won your division, your top five, but they're right now projected to be plus 14 and a half going into a playoff game. It's levels of competition. So everybody was high on Ashton Genty. I actually like Jeremiah Love more because of the competition he plays and who he had to play against. It's a big thing.
I agree. I agree. And even the other candidates that were listed for Heisman, even as a Ohio State fan, Julian Sand, I honestly don't think belonged in the conversation either. I
Yeah.
think it's been between Pavia and it should have been between Jeremiah Love, and that was it. Maybe that linebacker from he played for New Mexico, no, Texas Tech.
Yeah, Texas Tech,
Texas
too.
Tech.
Yeah,
Texas Tech.
Rodriguez.
Yeah,
Dude,
dude, he's
that guy's
fucking
He
insane.
got you know what he got more votes than Sayan did. That
And rightfully so, in my
He
opinion. I
should.
think he should have got
Dude,
more votes. I think he should have got more votes than
did you
Mendoza
see,
too.
like, the picks he had during the BYU game? Dude,
yeah.
one pick was, like, just one-handed snag, just fucking
I
reached
know.
out, was like, fuck it, like, that's
Yeah.
mine.
Yeah.
And, like, dude's actually a stud. Like,
Yeah,
he's
For him
fucking...
not to be a finalist, I think that says something. I truthfully saying, in my personal opinion, like Dadowski, like you said, I don't think he should have been there at all.
I agree.
Nah,
He comes back. He comes back next year. I believe he comes back next year. I could be wrong. I think he comes back next year. You
Yeah,
give
he's a freshman, so he's
yeah.
he's he's got time. He's got time to definitely time to play.
does it
I
piss
just
anybody else off how much fucking Mendoza, like, fucking cries? Like,
He's a weird dude. I like his genuineness and like how
kind of pisses me off.
like
it
old
pisses
Kind
school
of
you.
pisses
is,
me
but
off.
like
It
he
pisses you off because he won the Heisman compared to Jeremiah Love. I'd be pissed off too. But
Yeah, that, but like, dude's like up there after beating Ohio State, just like, all right, shut the fuck up, dude.
well,
Get him off the camera, like, get him off, get
yeah,
somebody
no,
else in.
that dude definitely does not have a sub 7 second shotgun time, bro. That dude definitely shotguns his beers. Actually, no, he's never shotgun a beer. I'm convinced, Francisco. He doesn't even know if you told him to shotgun any kind of can, he would have no idea what you're talking about.
what he's doing.
Dude,
That's one thing that he's probably the same as Danny. Then they're two in a boat there.
all right, fucking colonoscopy bag, get the fuck out of here. Like, I don't need your shit.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Like, I don't need your fucking shit. Ooh,
That's
my
wild.
stomach hurts.
Ooh, I can't drink.
Ooh, my body's just like dying in front of me.
Hey yo,
Oh, I have nothing to
Viewers
say
out
to
there, Dan's got health problems. Dave's got
Wild.
major health problems.
And we'll drink to that. Cheers. We don't have any health problems. We're good.
Love that.
the only health problem I have is mental, and I'm addicted to gambling.
It's true.
And
True.
we're gonna make some money off of that.
I'm addicted to making cheese.
Cheese.
Jeez. All right, let's
They're making sense. We're making dollars.
I'm addicted to ripping tickets.
Come on. Let's go.
let's do a little story time. Let's talk about Dan. Dadowski. Let's get your perspective on this. It was about like this time last year, right? We go out. I think we did a little casino trip.
Yeah. Yep.
Finish it off at night at the cigar bar.
Yep.
You slept on a bench.
I slept on numerous benches. I actually slept all over Pittsburgh's North Shore. I So I don't remember leaving the cigar bar. We'll just start it off there.
Okay.
I had a good time at the cigar bar, by the way, from what I remember. I had a actually really good time.
Cigar bar Boston.
Burn, by the way, for any locals.
Shout out Burn.
So I woke up in the grass on the North Shore, right next to my car. I must have locked myself out. Actually, I did lock myself out because when I went to enter said vehicle, my keys were sitting on the front seat. So I did a good job because I didn't drive home blacked out. I locked myself out of my car and slept on the North Shore. So that's better than a DUI. But I slept on benches, under bridges. Literally,
That's crazy.
Anywhere along the river on the North Shore, I probably slept that morning.
If there was a night where Dadowski was out and about and we didn't know where he was, he'd be sleeping on a bench or sleeping in the grass somewhere. We knew he was somewhere around the North Shore of Pittsburgh.
It's accurate. It's accurate. And the biggest problem of all was that, like, why don't you just call someone? My phone was dead. So I'm going into all these places, my hair all messed up, just covered in dirt because I was sleeping on the ground. I come walking into like hotels, these businesses, and they're like refusing to let me use their phone. I'm like, are you serious? Like, so I'm getting like someone to let me use their phone like one every 5 places I walk into, and then like the first like 2 people I called, which were probably like my dad and my one brother, and they didn't get back to me, dude. So like I finally on call 3, which was probably like the 15th building I'd walked into, they let me use their phone. Actually, it was Shorty's down in the North Shore. Homie from back in this, shout out Tyler Smith, homeboy from back in high school, was working bartending there. Let me use his phone, got me a water. Yeah, that was fire. Thank you, Tyler Smith. But
That's insane.
it was a good night at the casino and a good night at the cigar bar.
Dude, this was my perspective on this. So, like, Dan scooted out. Like, Dan in his previous relationship.
Did I shady? Did I get to do the did
Yeah,
I
dude,
do
he
the Irish
Irish
goodbye?
goodbye.
Uh-huh.
He Irish goodbye because Leah came in, pulled him by his ear. So we're going home now.
All right, simmer down with that.
He did.
Relax. You got name drop there, but
And
go
then
ahead.
next thing you know, it's just me and Dadowski for like,
Uh,
we hung out for like a good bit.
Yeah,
And
I was wasted.
dude, there's like black couple right next to us,
Yep.
and like dude's jacked. Like
Let me guess.
dude's jacked.
Dadowski's chirping. Was he chirping?
Dude,
No.
Dadowski's trying to flirt with like his wife or
Yes.
whoever this
That's even
was.
worse,
And I'm
cuz.
like,
Yes.
ooh, and I was like, what are we doing,
We
man?
got to
Like,
stay away from that one.
I was wailing. That's the only mode I know when I get
That is true.
down in the
That
red,
is true.
I start dropping parlays I forget about, and I start asking for digits that I probably shouldn't ask for.
but dude, we walk out and it's like,
And you wake up in the morning, you know you hit all those parlays, which is sick. So it's a
well, we
win.
walk out with like,
Not bad. Not them. We're good now. Good.
well, we walk out with this couple, and like we walk out of Burn, and I'm talking to the jacked black guy, and like I thought Dadowski was just like behind me the whole entire time, so I was like, said bye to the black guy, turn around, I'm like, all right, Dadowski, I'll catch you. And I'm like, where the fuck did he go? And then I tried calling him, nothing. I was like, fuck it, I'm going home. I'm sure he's okay. Next thing you know,
Indeed, was not okay.
we were
dude,
good.
I get a call from like Ryan or somebody. No, I get a call from you later on. You're like, dude, what you? What? He's like, dude, I slept in like North Shore last night. I was like, wait, where? He's like, dude, like on this fucking bench, man. I was like, that's crazy.
Yeah,
That's a story, though. That's all that matters.
I woke up in the grass. The bench was just like me waking up and being like, all right, I'm too drunk to still deal with this shit. So I just fucking grabbed the bench and was just laying there for a minute. But
That's
yeah,
way of life.
yeah.
Slay
So
the road.
if you walked past some just absolute degenerate slumped on a bench or under a bridge or literally anywhere he could find space that people couldn't see him,
That's crazy.
that was me. So howdy.
Oh shit, that's golden, dude.
And there's, dude, I know people were walking back home from the bars.
Dude, people were
Just
walking
like
right.
they step over Dadowski, like,
He'll be good for the morning.
People were walking like right next, like while I'm on the bench. People were just like walking like right past me, like they're like walking their dog or something like that. And I'm like, damn, like look at this like civilized person like just going about their day. It's noon. I'm on the North Shore, still drunk as shit. Like, like noon on
That's cool.
noon on a Sunday. It's like Sunday afternoon. Like people are like, yeah, what a good times though.
What an absolute degenerate. Yes,
Good times though.
It was good times. That's good. That's good stuff right there.
that is.
But I don't know. You guys want to get into CFP?
Yeah,
Yeah, let's figure out where we're starting. So let's we're bouncing around a lot. Let's start with CFP. Let's figure out if we're going game by game. What are we doing?
I think we go game by game. We'll go Alabama. First
you
game
did you
is
wait, Danny? Did you say
Alabama.
before we get into the actual games? Did you say you wanted to get into Sherrone Moore,
We can talk about that. We can talk about
the Heisman, the committee, playoff committee?
yeah. But let's.
Cereal bolt down, fish bowl down.
He just his phone just fell in a bowl of milk real quick. Hold on, let him dry it off.
Hold up, I just fucked up my bowl of Honey Nut Cheerios. Hold up.
That's not the first time that camera's had a whiteout.
Oh, that's crazy.
We back. We back.
Dude.
I mean, if you're jumping into college football playoff committee, you gotta just revamp the whole system at this point. I think this is the first year since they revamped it where there needs to be a change because there are so many good teams that should have
But
made it in
that's the thing.
or adjusted.
Everybody's predicted this since like last year, whenever they had this setup. And the thing is, like the playoff committee has never came out with like official rules in how they judge games and like what they rank higher, whether it's like head to head or is it the eye test or is it like whatever. They've never
Strength of
gave
schedule.
clarity.
There's a lot of things.
And dude, it's fucking biased. Like it's still this SEC bias. Why? Because ESPN owns the playoff committee. ESPN is major partners with the SEC. It's so fucking stupid because the entire year you've been hearing, okay, well, conference championship shouldn't matter. Conference championship shouldn't matter. Okay, well, if conference championship shouldn't matter, why did Ohio State get dropped down? Right, from the number one to
What?
number two place.
Yeah.
Right. Why did Indiana move up? Why did BYU get excluded out of the college football playoffs? Like it's fucking ridiculous. It shouldn't be like this. It's be
My big
have
thing
this
is
clarity.
Alabama, and I don't mean to cut you off. Alabama loses and they don't move a spot.
Yeah,
So
not just
you're
loses,
having
gets
well,
raped.
hold on. So correct.
Not only did they
You have Alabama. Well, you have Notre Dame, Miami, who don't play a game that week at all. Is it
Yeah,
because of them? No, it has no decision at all. That's not fair to someone who doesn't play a game. That's their bye week. Like,
exactly.
so they're getting penalized for not doing anything, but Alabama loses and doesn't move. That's, I think, complete opposite of what college football should be.
I've said
I know
it
you were
the
going to say,
entire
Dadowski, I
time.
know you were going to say something there, and I didn't mean to cut you off, but
No, you're good. I was just agreeing. I was completely in agreement with
I've
that.
said it the entire time, and people probably disagree with me, but I think conference championships absolutely matter. It's
I agree.
another data set of how your team performs. It doesn't matter. Like, if, for example, if at the beginning of the season, before the regular season even happens, and Notre Dame plays somebody like NIU again, gets
Right.
blown out, you don't think that that's going to affect the preseason rankings, even if they go like undefeated during preseason or anything. People are going to talk about that. People are going to be like, "Damn, they just got blown out by NIU." Like that
I
should
agree
affect
with
them.
that. But when
And
you were
that's the
going,
thing. It's a new data set. You choose to play the games, right? You can opt out of playing a conference championship and just to stay stagnant. Just say fucking hey, I'm okay with where I sit. Now people aren't going to do that because they want to play conference championships, but that's the thing. I mean, it's a
I
choice
mean,
nonetheless.
no, my big thing is if we're going to go into conference championships, though, then so you have your big five. Your big five. You have Tulane in there and JMU because Virginia lost.
Yeah.
In what way should you have a school of that caliber be in before Notre Dame for someone that doesn't win a conference?
Well, here's
Thank
the
you.
thing. I think the
Hold
committee
on.
never thought the ACC was going to be this terrible. That's why.
True.
Correct. And go ahead.
That's my biggest point right there too. Is that okay? They want to give an auto bid to a Power Five team every year. Fine. Okay, then whoever gets to play them
Correct.
get this absolutely stomp them. Fine. Whatever. Two Group of Five teams in the college football
That
playoff
is
should
stupid.
not even be in the conversation. That is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. There are so many more worthy teams: Notre Dame, Vanderbilt, BYU. I mean, and you want to talk about conference championships not mattering? Who's the ACC champion this year? Duke. Why aren't they in the college football playoff? Because they're 8-5. The ACC's terrible. So the auto bids just need to get rid of the auto
That's
bids.
a big thing, correct? Auto
And
bids, and that's a big thing that you're spot on with is the auto bids. It's not the way that they're doing the college football playoffs, which it does have a say in that, but the auto bids I think are the biggest problem with how they're doing the playoffs.
well, the thing
Even
is,
if you go ahead.
yeah, the thing is, I mean, not trying to avoid bias by being a Notre Dame fan, but like at the same time, you have to say this is like if you were anybody from Ohio State, if you were anybody from Indiana, if you were anybody from Georgia, who was the one team that you were actually scared of? It wasn't fucking Miami. It wasn't. I mean, Texas Tech might have been up there, but it wasn't Alabama. It wasn't Oklahoma. Some people might say Oregon, maybe, but there was one team, and you can look on the betting odds before the
You
selection.
are correct with that.
Notre Dame was ranked fourth in terms of winning it all. In terms of
That's
odds,
correct.
and that's the thing is like this was a team that was, in my opinion, it was a lot better than last year. Dude, Jeremiah Love is fucking electric. Offensive line is better. People are actually healthy. We have two really good wide receivers with Malachi Fields and that Pauling, and then CJ Carr was playing lights out.
I
And
agree with that. I do. I completely agree with where you're coming from. Towards the end
it's
of
like,
towards the end of the season, Notre Dame looked like an unstoppable team, but they had nowhere to take that because even if they were in a conference, they could take that somewhere. And I'm not saying they should join a conference, but
no,
how it's working, they had nowhere to showboat that on that week off.
that's
Miami
fine.
didn't, but
And
I'm just saying they had no. They were. I would say they were a top four team before. Like they're
well,
a top
here's the
four
thing.
team right now. They are, in my opinion.
I completely agree with how they're handling the situation too. Is like people are gonna say shit about them opting out, of course, but like the thing is like this is the selection committee and ESPN saw this as an opportunity. They're like, okay, well we can keep Notre Dame out, and you know what? We'll pair them with BYU. We'll put them in some whatever shit bowl it is. I think it was the Pop Tart Bowl, and just say, all right, these two play. But guess what? That's gonna have just as many views because it's Notre Dame is going to have just as many views as any first round playoff game that they have. So like they're trying to double dip in terms of profit, in terms of views. And fucking Notre Dame said, no, dude, we have a contract with NBC that's not going to be televised by NBC. It's going to be televised by the same fucking people that kept us out of the playoffs, that used us as pawns for 5 weeks straight in keeping us in the 9 spot while just shadingly just taking us out and putting Miami over us. Not saying that Miami didn't deserve it, but for 5 weeks we were ranked ahead of Miami, and
Yeah,
we had the
it's
same
valid.
same amount of wins and in the same fashion. We were blowing out teams. Dude, we've put belt to ass to Stanford. We put belt to ass to Syracuse 7-7. Like
Yeah,
it
you
was,
you would go into games and your spread would be at 45 and a half. From a betting
dude.
perspective, you go into games and your spread would be insane, which
It's
is
unbelievable, and it's like, I
but
mean,
my thing moving forward with the college football playoffs. And I know I saw a clip where Saban was like, "Yeah, I want to take over the college football playoffs. I want to get in the committee." That would be, I think, a huge thing because they understand how the game works, how football works. In my opinion, and I think even if you go into playoffs and you have those two teams or those four teams where they're at right now instead of expanding that, maybe you do like a play in. You have those play in because you have a week off. If you do that play in, it's not a bad idea. There's just has to be some sort of alternative to what's happening right now because clearly, as you're right, Notre Dame's out, BYU's out, Texas Tech is out. I just don't see that fair.
I think what is going to eventually happen, I think it's not going to happen this upcoming year, but they're going to expand it to 4 more teams. It's going to go into 16, which is what it is. I'm completely content with a 12-team playoff. Some part of me thinks that 16 is a little bit too much, but that's the
I agree
thing
with
is,
that.
I mean, one the biggest thing was the whole entire season was show clarity in how you're ranking these things, you're ranking these teams, and the reason why they didn't show clarity at all is because they could use it as an excuse. If they had a guideline in how they were judging these teams, then there'd be no excuse. But they have an excuse to keep Alabama, and they have an excuse to keep, Oklahoma, and they have an excuse to put JMU and Tulane in over top of two awesome teams. I think Notre Dame should have been in. I think BYU should have been in. Um,
And I
some
agree.
people can argue Vanderbilt, which I wouldn't be pissed off about them if they were in. Now I'm not like a person that says like Notre Dame should have been ranked ahead of Miami, but the reality of this is for 5 weeks straight they were ranked ahead of Miami because they had two horrible conference losses. And I mean, Notre Dame, at the end of the day, we lost all of our games at the beginning of the year, starting a freshman QB, starting, almost a completely new defense, along with a new defensive coordinator. And the way that we ended up adapting and just going out into the rest of the regular season, I mean, we were the hottest team in football, people could argue. And I don't know.
Fabulous.
To keep us out is just a crime for just college football fans, just in general. Because if you want to say a team that definitely had uh, any sort of possibility in making it to the national championship, it would be Notre Dame. I was very very convinced that they could have done it.
I really don't.
They play great when the lights are the brightest, and you saw that last year, just tearing it up against Indiana, putting belt to ass to them, tearing it up against Georgia, going to your boys at Penn State, Dan. Like they fucking put, you
I'd
know,
say they just had an off game. They'll be back. We're good.
off game. They just had a fucking
Go,
off coach.
go
Here's
ahead,
two,
Dadowski.
here's two things I want to add. One, back to the 12-team playoff. I'm also content with the 12-team playoff as long as
Fine
it's
with
the
that.
12 best teams in the country. Then I'm content with it. If they want to keep doing this auto bid crap, then I'm okay with them expanding it to
Yeah.
16 so we can get those Notre Dames, the BYUs into the playoffs. The other thing I wanted to say was that back to before when you were saying that they're saying, oh, conference championships don't matter, conference championships don't matter. Well, if conference championships don't matter, then why the fuck does a week 0 or week 1 loss to Miami matter? You know what I mean? Like,
That's a
why the
big
fuck
thing.
100%.
So if you go off of that, and that's what I keep saying, I keep reiterating that. No matter if you're conference, if you're not in the conference, when you're going into that, when you have those conference championships, those teams that are number 9, 8, 11, 10, when they're sitting there with by that bye week, you can't, which they do affect it. They affect where you are in that playoff. Alabama, just they went in there and played and they lost, and they're still got in because of how they showed up against in that
Yeah.
game. That's not fair. You can't have teams, whether you change it or not, which I personally think that you should change it in some capacity. You can't have teams sit at home because it's not their decision and then use that against them. That's just not fair in my opinion.
I agree.
It's I think you judge with the data that you have on the table. And a conference championship game is one extra game. It's another data set. And it's not like Alabama lost in a close game to Georgia, right?
Oh, they lost by
It's
3 scores.
they didn't even pass midfield until the fourth quarter. They passed midfield once that whole entire
Hmm.
game. That's complete dominance. That's not just like
But my thing is when you're going into that too, though, and I don't mean to cut you off. When you're even going into that, when you're week 9, when you're week 10, what are you being judged against? Because you see a lot of different things. You're seeing the point differentials throughout. You're seeing the strength of schedule. You're seeing the amount of top 25 teams you've played. So when you're seeing that, that's just not fair. When you're for Notre Dame, for example, better ranked than Alabama, or you're better ranked than um, Miami, but what are they ranking it off of? There's no sense of any sort of
there's no guidelines. What are they
guidelines
saying?
written down of what it is because you see one show and one you see Nick Saban saying, yeah, that's top 25 teams. They've played 4 of them. That's why they're ranked up there.
Well,
Talking about Alabama.
And
Then you see others saying Notre Dame's blowing teams out by 45. Everybody's scared of them. What is it?
Well, that's the thing. It's like going into like a class in college and just like you know you take one test at the beginning of the year, or and then you have like 8 other tests and homework assignments and stuff like that, but you don't know what they're worth for the entire class. You just have to guess, and then the professor at the end of the semester or whatever just says, "All right, well, I value this over top of this," and never tells you. Like that's just bullshit. And
right,
the reason why the committee did that is because it's open. It keeps everything open ended, and they are able to make the decisions that they wanted to
Because
make.
when they make a fuck up, it's
Yeah,
you don't know why they made the fuck up. It's not you
exactly.
have no idea. Dallas, you go ahead.
It's a cop out.
Sorry, Nick.
no, you're good. what I was going to say was back to actually kind of what you were saying, Belfonte, with these teams that are missing the playoffs with 2, 3, 4 top 25 wins, and then you have auto bid teams like Tulane and James Madison. How many top 25 bids do they have? Or wins do they have? I'm sorry, not
Wins, even
Yeah,
games do they have? Let alone like
right,
games.
right, exactly. Like, they
100%.
don't play top 25 teams, so why should we just automatically, because they went undefeated or they had one loss and won their conference championship, should we just auto bid them into the playoff when they played absolutely nobody? They're going to get embarrassed this weekend. Both teams are going to get embarrassed. I
If
mean,
you walk into a playoff game, if you look at Old Miss, they already beat what do you call it? Who they
James Madison.
James Madison. They beat James Madison already previous in the year by
right.
4 touchdowns, 3 touchdowns, I think it might have been. You walk into a game, the spread's at 15 and a half, 14 and a half. What's the point of that? Yeah, they just got rid of their head coach because he decided to go somewhere else and try and be like whatever the case is. But what's the point of even having that bid being into the playoffs?
And if 2 weeks ago Tulane's struggling against North Texas for the conference championship, how the hell do you think they have a chance against who do they play? Texas or I can't remember who they play. Whoever the 5 seed is, but they're cooked. Texas A&M
Oregon,
or
Oregon,
Tulane,
Oregon plays
James,
JMU.
and then
JMU, correct.
And
Texas
then
A&M plays Tulane.
Texas Tech has a bye. They
Texas
got a bye.
Texas Tech has a bye.
Texas Tech has a bye.
Uh,
A&M.
Tulane plays Old Miss. James Madison
AMU,
plays
AMU plays Florida.
Old Miss plays Tulane.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, they're going to get stomped. It wouldn't have mattered who they played. Oregon's going to stomp them. Ole Miss is going to stomp them. It's not going to be close. It would have been much more interesting to watch Oregon versus BYU and Ole Miss versus Notre Dame. But I mean,
See another thing. So what I was saying earlier was actually incorrect. So if you have Tulane and Ole Miss, which they played earlier in the year, you
Yeah,
get you
Tulane
get
plays Old
dogged. Yeah, you get dogged by 4 scores. What's the point of even having a conversation of going into a playoff? What's the point? Like it's not like Notre Dame went out there and got destroyed by Miami. No, they lost by 1 score, minimum 1 score.
Three
That
points.
exactly. That's a close game. These are close games. Alabama didn't have a close game with Georgia. There's no reason they should still be in. They look
Dude,
terrible.
Alabama hasn't actually played good football. I wrote it down. They haven't played
since they
like
played Georgia the
actually
first time, probably.
since October
Yeah.
4th. Dude, every single game's been close. Auburn game's been close. We can go through everything. It's just like they
I mean, but a
got.
big thing with Alabama though, since I do have this from since 1893, they haven't lost to the same team twice in the same season, and they lost to Oklahoma since 1893. So
Oh,
they
that's
go
gonna
back to
change.
Oklahoma, it can change, but that's been over 100 years.
Damn, it's
And
100.
that and in 1893 it was Birmingham, I think it was Athletic Club. That's who they lost to. That was the first time.
Oh, they had a good season this year.
So
Holy
that's a
shit, it's pretty wild. I'm not a big Kyle DeBoer believer. I'm not a big Will Simpson or Ty Simpson believer. I like Oklahoma in that game. I won't lie. I like
Uh,
Mayfield in
I do
the
too. I do
in the.
too.
I got Oklahoma on it. I got Oklahoma being
It's
Alabama.
I think it's gonna be a very close game though. They both know how they play.
I
I
think that's
think
the
this is
round.
this is the game right here that Oklahoma beats Alabama, and everybody's already pissed off in Alabama right now with Kalen DeBoer. This is
I
the
agree.
game that sets them off. I don't know if they fire DeBoer, but I think he might leave willingly. Like, this might be the game that just says it all, and he just ends up going to Michigan.
Yeah,
Yeah, I saw.
I thought. Go ahead, Didask.
I was gonna say I saw him as like the favorite to land the Michigan job, and I was like, wait, what? And then I clicked, and I was like, oh, like
Him and the ASU coach.
Yeah.
His time in Tuscaloosa might be coming to an end here.
See, I thought Lane Kiffin was going to hold off until that job opened up. There's a lot of speculation there.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, like, like being an Alabama fan. I mean, it's just like you have had the best of the best for 15 years, right? For 10
It's
years,
true.
and like that's the thing is like, who else is going to be that good? Kalen DeBoer's not a bad coach. I don't think he's a bad coach.
Neither do I.
He
It's just
just
that it's that level of when you've had that same competitiveness for 15 years, or that one time that you like as soon as a new coach comes in, you don't have the same winningness. It changes the whole atmosphere, in my opinion.
Yeah, and I get it. I mean, you got to uphold some culture, and that's what I mean. Notre Dame went through some dark days, like mid 2000s, and as much as I hate Brian Kelly, he somewhat brought them back into relevancy. But it was the same
He did.
thing with James Franklin. It's just like he couldn't win big games whenever it came down to it.
But you see what
And
James
he was an
Frank.
awful fucking person just in the first place.
I wouldn't
Uh,
say that. You see how many he's brought from Penn State to West Virginia. He or from West Virginia to Virginia Tech. You see what he brought over there. He went from his class of being 143 to 22 in the matter of a week. He does
okay,
what most coaches try and do in a year in 2 weeks.
that's awesome. He'll lose with the same players he had at Penn State. Congrats.
I mean, ACC is a whole lot different than Big Ten. Don't get me wrong. He'll probably walk through
No,
it.
he'll get an ACC. He'll probably make the championship a couple times, but that's the thing. I mean, as soon as he gets away from the ACC, I think the ACC is going to dissolve first of all here in the next couple of years because, dude, big time. Notre Dame is pissed the fuck off with the ACC right now. They're looking to, and I love how I think his name's Pete Bavacqua, the AD for Notre Dame, and Marcus Freeman's handling this too because for 2 weeks straight, the ACC just put a smear campaign on to try to get Miami in. Now, I get if Miami, every day going on ESPN just saying, "Hey, we belong in because we beat Notre Dame." Like I get that. That's your own team. But for the whole conference to do that, dude, all the money that the ACC makes, a lot of it comes from playing Notre Dame games.
Yeah, but if you're not talking about money and stuff like that, and don't get me wrong, I understand that a lot. There's a majority of it in money,
It's a
but the
business.
ACC, yeah, it's a business. Talking about the ACC still has Miami. They have Pitt. Pitt's not going anywhere. They have a quarterback that's a freshman. He's coming back next year. He's solid. You you have
What are you
Virginia that
trying to sell me
you
on?
have
Like,
you have Virginia. You have hold on. You have Virginia that just went for the ACC championship. They lost. Don't get me wrong, but they were ranked the entire year. Now you have Virginia Tech, who has a coach that just brought in a bunch of 4 and 5 stars from Penn State. That's 4 solid teams off the top that haven't lost anybody. The only team that loses anybody is Miami, and they lose Carson Beck. That's it. If he goes to
Miami's
the
going to be
draft,
dog shit next year. Mark my words. Miami's going to be dog shit because they got a lot of people transferring out, including Carson Beck. You have
correct. If he
Pitt.
leaves,
Like what? Pitt.
Or-
Anytime that
Yeah,
they don't play an ACC
hold on.
school, they
there
get
were
fucking stomped.
there were some surprise teams out of the ACC this year, like Georgia Tech. Virginia was much better than anticipated this year. I
Yeah,
mean, I'm not saying that the ACC is anywhere near the level of the SEC or the Big Ten, but
No,
they
but now it's
they
getting to a scary
got
level.
they got some
they
Look,
did, and they had some. And the thing is, a lot of these teams are not losing a lot of like their star players. That's a big
and
that's
two
thing.
fine,
two
but
front.
that's star players to the ACC. The thing is look at the preseason rankings. They had Clemson, they had Kate Klubnik being, one of the top 5 players and getting the Heisman. You're just seeing the level of talent and the level of performance across the board on the ACC just go down. Now you have some sleepers like Georgia Tech. I love Georgia Tech, by the way. But
Yeah, they're
the
good.
thing is,
That was a good
now
pull.
they're even at a dangerous level where they're falling behind the Big 12. And that's bad. You had the Big 12, it was the Pac 12, and then you had all the big schools, Texas A&M, Texas, just fucking leave because they weren't getting that same level of talent and they didn't want to get penalized for it when it came to playoff time. And now you're seeing ACC teams being in the same thing. ACC teams are looking to leave now. And now you're looking at your biggest business partner, which was Notre Dame, which is still technically Notre Dame. Now they want to be like, fuck you guys. Like, we'll play an SEC team instead of you guys. We'll play Big Ten teams instead of you guys. We'll play Big 12 teams instead of you guys. Everybody but to get you guys money. Because, like, at the end of the day,
But
is
again, Notre Dame. So Notre Dame plays Miami, and they lose week. What was that,
when
week
do
one?
you see that? When do you see the
I'm not
stat?
not for nothing. You came in there and you lost to a team.
Okay, good, awesome. But the
So
fact
the
of the
ACC
matter
can't
is,
be that. It can't be that soft though, dude. It can't be.
it's soft because of this, because that was one of the only times that Miami actually sold out their stadium the entire year. And they were the top of the ACC. If you
And they
look,
eh, they were top of the ACC and they got the job done.
you are not even seeing these stats from Big 12 teams. Is when 23% of the time ACC teams sell out their stadium without playing Notre Dame. When they play Notre Dame, it's 90% of the
You're
time.
correct. That is wild.
In terms of viewership, in terms of getting asses to seats in the games. I mean, that's your biggest partner, And
I see
now
that.
you piss them off. I mean, they're in a scary position because now you're even having some athletic directors go like, "Hey, maybe we should leave as well. Maybe we should just be like, yeah."
Go be independent and play fence. Go play Notre Dame and beat them once a year.
Did you act like that was like anybody that watches college football knows who the top dog is?
Sure.
Yeah, it's Ohio State, baby.
Fuck them. Fuck them.
How'd that go against
Yeah,
Indiana?
we'll
Simmer
see
down
it.
with that.
We'll see it in January.
Yeah,
Don't
See,
no,
fuck with me now, Penn State boy.
I'll give Ohio State this. I was so like
wait for a new coach to come in. We'll start to take it down. We're good.
I was talking to my boy about this because I thought the one game that they should lose would be the Michigan game because it's like the same as last year where like Ohio State always needs at least one loss to get them pumped
And
the
that's
fuck up.
and that's
So
why I was
like,
happy it happened in the Big Ten championship instead of the college football
yeah,
playoff. Good.
The same thing. Didn't the same thing happen last year? I could be mistaken. The same exact
No,
thing
we
happened
yeah,
last
they lost to Michigan and how pissed
year. Yeah,
off
they
they
lost to
were.
we
Michigan.
lost
Yeah,
to
exactly.
Michigan, but won the
Same
Big
thing.
Ten championship last year. I think.
No, no. They just did that one game that fired them up, and that was Michigan.
Yep.
Then they ended up raping Oregon. Ended up
Yeah.
playing lights out against Texas. Like they
And,
ran the
and then
table during
and
college
then
football
and what
playoffs.
happened? What happened in the last round?
They didn't rape Notre Dame. They played
Yeah,
good against Notre Dame.
there it is.
They played
They made sure to
well.
walk him like a dog, though, real quick. That's all. Just like
They
Miami
played
did. Just like
well.
Miami
They
did this year too.
walk like a dog. Yeah. No, the fucking Carson Beck got lucky with what should have been a fucking interception in the end zone to an amazing catch by whoever the fucking jabroni is. No,
It's all good. It happens.
the fact of the matter
All right.
was that he was going up against a freshman quarterback.
That's fair. Valid.
All right, did swear one of these times in one of these podcasts. I'm gonna go.
Oh, sure.
I'm gonna go complete thong. What'd you say?
That's crazy.
Huh?
Are we should let that slide?
You're gonna go complete what?
What?
He's
Oh,
gonna go. He's gonna go complete what
banana hammock.
banana hammock what my boy Shador Sanders was wearing mid game.
Dude, that wasn't banana hammock. That was thong. That was.
That's my franchise quarterback. That's just rocking it out there. How do you protect? How do you defend that?
Dude, you can't. Like, at least, like, I could say, like, about Tua, like, the reason he sucks is because he's got concussion issues and stuff. Yours, he's just fucking flamboyant as hell.
I wouldn't say all that.
I don't know. He's just learning from Caleb Williams. Caleb Williams is starting to rock too. He's a flamboyant ass motherfucker.
Dude, actually,
He
though,
got
yeah.
some. Yeah, he is.
Yeah. That, dude, I don't like Caleb Williams, but he is fucking slinging it right now.
Yeah, he is. He is.
He just
back.
dogged my Browns out.
Yeah, he's good as fuck. That throw he made was fucking crazy.
Again, you have no room to say anything.
Your quarterback, just wasn't gay enough to win that game, dude.
Yeah. Caleb outgazed.
Was it the battle? Was it the battle of the whoever wins takes it?
He's got a whole gay.
I guess Caleb really wanted that one.
He's got a whole year of flamboyancy on Shador. So.
Yeah.
He's above him right now.
Dude, fucking Shador is just in the state of curiosity. That's
He'll figure it out.
Shador's still in the closet, bro.
Dude, yeah.
Nah, he's good. We're good. It's my guy.
There's like you guys ever watch like fucking Norm Macdonald?
Yeah, he's funny as hell.
Dude, there's like one joke he did on like Larry King. He's like, Larry King's like, can you say one secret of yours right now on live television? He's like, yeah, I got one. He's like, that I never told people. He's like, I'm a deeply closeted gay guy. Dude, Larry King was like, what? He's like, are you gay? He's like, no, not at all. He's like, I'm fucking deeply closeted. It's like Larry King is like, that means you're so gay that you just won't come out. He's like, exactly. But I'm never gonna say it.
That's funny.
That's fucking hilarious.
Norm Macdonald.
Shit, dude.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. Dude. What a legend. Y'all drink to that.
He was.
Cheers, yeah, that's fun.
Him and Chappelle made a movie in Pittsburgh. I can't remember what it was.
I like Chappelle.
I can't remember what it was.
Couldn't tell you.
Probably
Uh,
something racist. But
Not a Yinzer.
mm,
Speaking of this game, that's a good one right there. I want to talk about that one.
number 10 Miami versus number 7 Texas A&M.
That's a
yeah,
good one.
both teams suck. Fuck them. I hate that. I hate that.
Which game do you want to talk about first? The Oklahoma game or the Bama
Yeah.
game?
Let's talk. Yeah, let's open it up. We'll talk Oklahoma, Alabama. I think that's the first game, anyways, on the schedule, isn't it?
Pretty, yeah, it is. It is. If they play Friday, number 8 versus 9. I mean,
They
I already took my piece on that one. I, I think Alabama's going to come back.
no.
First, in 150 years, they've never let someone beat them play. So in the same season, I think that they keep that rolling no matter what happens.
That is a
They're-
wild ass statistic. That is crazy.
and
Wild,
it was an athletic club. Like, come on, that's how far back it was.
wild. But like I said, I think this is the game that they finally lose, and Bama fans just get pissed the fuck off that on Kalen DeBoer. They just want him out. Dude, they might lynch him.
Dude, the first game they only won by 2. Number one, and number two, they both know each
At
other's
Bama,
offenses now
though.
at
At
Bama.
Bama,
This
yeah.
they
They
both know their
lost.
offenses and defenses. This is
No,
I
they're
think it's going
they're
to be
rolling
swing.
into Oklahoma. I think John Mateer's good enough. They got solid wide receivers. I think they go in, hold their own. I mean, dude, Oklahoma would have played a better game than Alabama did against Georgia.
I think that's highly debatable though.
I could
I
name
mean,
me 5 other SEC teams that would have had a better showing than what Alabama did. Old Miss probably would have.
I think Ole Miss, yes.
Dude, maybe
Well, that's
fucking
also
LSU.
that's why Ole Miss is also seated higher. There's a lot of things on there.
No, but no. I think this. I think that Oklahoma wins. I'm going Oklahoma money line on this, along with I got it
What's the
here.
spread out?
Spread. I'll tell you right now.
Of that, I do not know.
Spread on this game is 1.5 Oklahoma's favor.
Same thing as the first game. Yeah, I don't mind that at all.
I think I go this. I'm going. I'm going Oklahoma spread, and I'm going over at 39.5 right now.
That's low.
What's that?
That's a low. That's a low over under.
It's low.
I would 100% take that as well.
Yeah,
I like that a lot.
I like it too. I'm also I'm on the same vibe as you, Danny, where I'm thinking it's going to be an Oklahoma money line kind of day.
Really?
As far as the offense is concerned, I like Maytier over Simpson. The receiver. I mean, it's one thing they have Brian Williams, but besides that, like I'm taking Oklahoma's receiver room over Alabama's as well.
Really?
Like you said, Danny, they beat them by 2 in Bama last time. Now they're coming back to their own place. Alabama's coming off a big loss to Georgia, like a big slap in the face. And honestly, I can see where you're coming from, Dan, where you might think that they're like, okay, this is an injection of energy, and we're going to come out and just smack the shit out of Oklahoma.
Yeah.
But I think that Oklahoma, I think they got it, man. I think that they're.
You don't think Simpson gets a job done there?
Nah, I think this. Alabama doesn't have the fortitude to like be in this playoff in the first place.
Here's what I've been laying off of here on this conversation. I kind of am already biased in this game because I don't like Bama. I'm not going to lie. They lost me a lot of money when they played Florida State week 1.
Facts. Dude, you were at your place.
Yeah, I've hated Bama the entire year since then, so I might be a little biased here. If I had to just turn my bias off for a second, though, I think I'm still leaning Oklahoma here. I think I am.
I can get behind that because I can see that though.
Did you know watching that game at your place? The funniest thing, fucking C-Pow comes in with that like 50-year-old, like that mom.
Oh yeah.
Was that midday when I was there too?
Yes, you guys just came back from like the Pitt game.
Yeah, I had to boot her out because she couldn't say anything.
Dude, she smelled like Marlboro. And dude, C Powell calls me. He's like, because I was just sitting at my place just watching like the noon games, and then by halftime came along for the noon games. He calls me. He's like, "Hey, you want to watch college football at my place?" I was like, "Yeah, sure." He's like, "Yeah, I got this fucking milf, dude." He's like, "She is so fucking hot," and I was like, "Okay." I was like, what are you trying to offer me? Like a threesome with this fucking milf?" I get there, dude. She looks like a dog. Like she looks horrendous, and I'm like, she's like trying to tuck C Powell in the couch.
T-Pal slumps on the couch. Dude. He slumped on the couch,
Oh my
and then he
god!
gets back up, and I'm like, all right, you gotta go. Like, you're not staying in my apartment. It was our apartment, and I'm like, you're not staying in our apartment. You gotta go.
The entire time
What?
she's like,
What?
I
You
don't know why Dan hates me. He's
like
so
we're
hateful. He's
and
so
we
hateful.
all leave to go downtown to go watch the Pitt game. Like, we're going downtown to watch the Pitt game. She's like, I'm just gonna wait here for my Uber in the car in the apartment. I'm like, no, you're getting the fuck out of our apartment. It's not gonna happen. Like, you're not just sitting here. I can smell you from down the road.
Dude, it was
From
bad.
it was bad. I can smell you
She
from down
was
the road.
so.
You're not sitting in this apartment. You're putting my buddy to bed. We saw you at the pit camp. We have no idea who you are, and you're just following me back to my apartment. You just got divorced. I don't want anything to do with it. Leave, please. Not
She
gonna
was
happen.
talking about the divorce too. It was bad. She's like, no, now I'm single. I'm ready to mingle. I'm like, what the
Yeah,
fuck, dude?
and then
Apparently,
I'm trying to boot her out, and then she's trying to hug me and stuff. I'm like, dude, no, I got a girlfriend. Like, relax. I'm not. Like, get off of me, please. Time out. I was like, no, no, no.
That was Ruby. Ruby.
thank God.
We're bad.
Thank
Oh,
God.
Ruby.
I would have been like, "Yep, follow me. We can go right this way."
Just
Dude,
reboot
fucking
upstairs.
C
Yeah,
Pal knows how to pick 'em, dude.
No,
Dude,
I like
C.
that. All right, our lines. You know, yeah,
unless she
he's
was
sure he
hit, then
knows
I
how to
probably
pick.
would have been on the same page to remove her.
She was pretty boof. I would
Yeah.
not take no, not good. Lines there. Truthfully, I would take the over there. If it over's at 39 and a half, I would hit hammer the over. And I can get behind Oklahoma minus 1.5. It's a different time now. Nick Saban's not there. It's just not going to happen. I can see that. They're at home in Oklahoma. They already lost once. Alabama already lost once. I can see how home crowd, first time they've been in the playoffs in what, a couple years now. So I think
Dude,
that
Alabama or Oklahoma?
Oklahoma. I think it's the first time Oklahoma really gets it done with Alabama, without Alabama being that powerhouse anymore. So I can
Nah,
definitely get behind that.
I think the stars are aligned. Like everybody wants to bore out in Bama in the first place. Like I mean, like I can see, dude. It's hard coming in after you just witnessed one of the greatest coaches of all time in
It's
college
true.
football, and that's the thing. I mean, like he's succeeded in that, dude, and people are already pissed because when they missed playoffs last year, they should have missed playoffs this year. Like, there's no excuse for that. Like, they should
Good.
have. And I mean, they just don't have the fortitude. Like, I mean, you lose to Florida State at the beginning of the year. And I can't say anything because we just talked how beginning of the year games really, shouldn't matter as much as what's been more relevant towards the end of the season. But like, still, nonetheless, I mean, losing to Florida State's a horrendous loss.
So
Getting
mad.
your
It's
ass.
almost the same as losing to NIU. But sure, carry on.
After that, we had 10 game winning streak, baby.
Yeah, you lost to probably they had. Sure, you're right. Carry on. Imagine
Uh,
losing, and we're talking about James Franklin when you lose to NIU, and then some still how make the playoffs, and we're,
still make it to the playoffs when we were 11-1, and then
yeah.
not only that, dog walk fucking Penn State,
I wouldn't call it a dog walk, but sure, carry on.
dog walk it with like
That's not a
half our
dog
team
walk.
injured. Like it was like we were playing like fifth stringers, dude.
It's not a dog
Meanwhile, you
walk, and
got
you
fucking
know it's
Abdul
not a dog walk.
Carter.
You're talking out of your ass, and you see what Carter's doing up in Giants now. We were just at the game on Sunday. He looked terrible. Dadowski. We go to the game on Sunday, and whatever. It was a good time.
He looked terrible against
For the
Notre
last
Dame.
for the last 2 games in the NFL, he has had it been sat because he has no discipline. He goes up there. He looked absolutely terrible.
Yeah, his
Yeah,
team
Very
stats
good.
are awful too. He has like 9 tackles and like half a sack or something like
the
that. Like,
problem is they have to sit him every other game because he has no discipline. That's what happens. I mean, I don't know how that comes about, but
yeah, they need a new coach. Oh, they fired Dable already, but they'll hire hopefully a better coach. And
I think that's a bad fire too. I love Dable. Dable, well,
yeah, I think he's a good coach. He's gonna get an offensive coordinator job easy, in my opinion.
Yeah.
he should be a head coach somewhere, dude. In my opinion, he's a very good coach. He
Right.
I don't know. I like their players confided in him a lot. Like Jackson Dart, he played very good for him. Jackson Dart just can't stop getting hit. He's been he's been protocoled and for a concussion out of 50% of the games he's played.
Yeah, he
How
needs to learn.
ridiculous that is.
He does need to learn how to stop taking those hits. He's electric when he's on the field, though. I will give him that.
Yeah.
Going back to college football, I agree, Danny. Bama doesn't have the mental fortitude, nor do they have the testicular fortitude. They are taking the L this weekend, but
He just grabbed the nuts there.
in a more interesting matchup, what do you think about? Well, okay, arguably more interesting matchup.
You gotta cup them, by the way. You gotta cup them. You don't grab. You cup.
You got
Dude,
the
carry on.
Cup.
We got the
What do you got
Hurricanes
about?
traveling to go take on the Longhorns in the
It's not
great
a
state of
stress
Texas
ball.
this weekend. What do you guys think is going to happen in this one?
The first game,
What are we talking about? I'm
the
sorry.
first game, Texas A&M beat them by 3 scores. They beat them in every single category except for turnovers. Texas A&M had 1 turnover. Florida, the turnovers, they beat them in yards. They beat them in like every aspect they could have beat them in. They beat them in. I don't think this really changes a lot here. I think Texas A&M continues to do the same thing here. Texas A&M, they are the best in college football on third down defensive stands. They're at 22.7%. I
I
mean,
don't
that
think.
shows if they can hold them off, if they can hold them off for second downs, if they get in a third down, they've been doing it all season. I don't see a change there.
I think this is seeing Miami over the years with Cristobal. They're just not like a legit team. Like they can squeak out some games that they shouldn't have, like the Notre Dame game, like a couple others. They can do decent because they're in the ACC. But that's the thing. I mean, look at Texas A&M. Texas A&M, their only loss to is Texas, a historic rival since
Yeah,
they were in the
I agree with
Pac-12. You know, they like that was like the game that was always that like down in Texas. That's like their Michigan, Ohio State
that.
is A&M and Texas when they play each other. But that's the thing. I mean, like they lost that game. Is what it is. They beat Notre Dame just the same way. Like Miami beat them. Shouldn't have happened, but it did. The thing is, I think Texas overall is just a better team. Like the ceiling for like the talent that Miami has is insane. But that's the thing. I don't think they're structured enough with Cristobal. Like they just don't have the
I like that
structure.
Texas A&M defense, and sorry to cut you off there. That Texas A&M defense is something else.
They're
They
definitely
kind of held up Jordan Love a little bit, or Jordan Love,
Jeremiah
Jeremiah Love.
Love.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they did the same thing there. That defense, it shows up when it needs to show up. If they can hold on for longer games there, if they can hold on for the first and second downs and hold them to third downs, long third downs, it's going to be. I don't think Florida's going to do anything there.
and that's the
Florida
thing.
has
I
they
think
have a good
Carson.
Florida has a good passing game though. Don't get me wrong, but nothing that Texas A&M can't
No,
defend
I
against.
wouldn't even go as far as saying a good passing game. Fucking Carson Beck is overrated. He's always been overrated since he was in Georgia. Like it just shows like he doesn't
Florida,
show up.
not Miami.
He doesn't show up against. What are you talking about?
Texas A&M and Florida. Yeah, Miami. You're right.
Texas
Texas
A&M and Miami.
Miami. Keep going. Sorry, we'll cut that
Yeah,
out. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
we're leaving that in. That just shows how much you fucking know.
Shut up. Oh, my bad. Keep going. That was bad.
Uh, Texas A&M and Miami, so yeah, like Carson Beck just doesn't show up under big lights like the way that he should. When his team needs him the most, when he needs to make the crucial passes, he gets bailed out by his wide receivers. Like he's not a good quarterback in my opinion. He never has been.
But that's why
Whenever
the
they
pass game is that's why the pass game is so solidified there. Is because his receivers bail him out, no matter what the case is.
sure.
But
But they're going
that's,
up against ACC teams. Let's
yeah,
be honest. This is
it's true.
this is an SEC team. This is Texas A&M. They're fucking solid. They've been playing solid all year except that one loss to Texas. The thing is, when Carson Beck gets in there, like, and it's the big games like Georgia Tech, Georgia last year. Dude
Yep,
couldn't finish the game out. He had to
I
get
agree.
bailed out by Gunnar Stockton. Like it's just he's not a high caliber quarterback for college football, in my
I mean,
opinion. I think he's
he threw 4 interceptions in one game. That shows you kind of you can that's Jameis Winston type of thing. So
Jameis Winston was a dog for Florida State.
I'm talking about
Don't
him.
Brad,
ever.
I'm talking about
Brad
him in
like King.
I'm talking about him for Tampa Bay. He's a beast. I love him. Don't get me wrong,
I,
but same thing. He still throws interceptions.
That
I
dude is a
think
godsend.
I think this game is going to be a laugher. I think Texas A&M is going to absolutely punish Miami this weekend in College Station. Um, I think this would be a much interesting, more interesting game if this was BYU or if this was Notre Dame, Vanderbilt. Any of those three teams, honestly, I think would be a better fit here than Miami. Miami's going to get absolutely laced this
I
weekend.
think
They're going to
I
get
think Miami deserves this opportunity, but they're not going to get far. I think they lose out first game. Um, to be honest, I think they lose big against Texas A&M. I'm taking the spread, which is at -4 right now for A&M. Actually, it's at 3.5. I'm taking it at that.
I
Uh,
like it.
I'm staying away from the over under. To be honest, I
I
might
might go.
parlay this game with.
I might go. I might go ballsy there, and I might go. I might give Texas A&M 6.5. I might go -6.5. Let them take the
Open
better
I
line.
like
odds
that. I like
and
that. I
juice
like
up
the, I like this,
juice up my
the higher
bets a
spread there.
little.
I do like that. I like the
I'd
higher
do that.
spread. And I don't get me wrong. I know that Texas A&M, like I said, has good defense, but I do like the over. I'm a big fan of the over there.
Yep.
Eventually, Florida or you, sorry, Miami's going to go down. Miami's going to have to start slinging the ball. That's what's going to happen. Carson Beck's either going to throw interceptions or he's going to land some to his nice wide receiver room. I
No,
like the over, and I like the spread of Texas A&M.
I like it.
Yeah, I'll do that. I can do that. I'd probably parlay with us. You said
I
you
think
like the over at
I think a big
48 and a
thing.
half.
Yeah, I like the over there. I think a big thing is like our big picks at the end. We'll calculate them. All right, one pick here, one pick here, one pick here at the end of this video, and then we'll just put them all together. So
Well, we
like, we
can
can talk
announce whatever
Like
we're
a
parlaying and
lock,
everything
like
at
a
the end.
lock each.
at the end. Like at the end, you just parlay it. But right now, we like our picks now, and at the end, we'll put them for whatever they came out to be.
That's
Should we
fair.
keep it? Should we keep it consistent with like the same game, or should we like how do you want to do the like? Are we picking like all over the board, like college combining college football,
I
NFL,
think
and
it depends if so. Like I think for Thursday night football, we put a little clip there for Thursday night football.
all
And
right, word.
if we're doing another podcast on Friday or Thursday, let's say Thursday. If we're doing another one on Friday, then we make for Friday and Saturday. I don't know. I think Thursday night football should be its own little clip, and then the other college football should be together too, but on the same day. No one wants to split days there, in my opinion.
That's fair.
All right, word.
I think
I
that
look when I look up for real quick when I look up for college football, I'm looking up a pick for that day. What I want.
yeah,
I don't
like
want Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. I just want Friday, Saturday.
I'm the same way because like if it's Thursday night football, I'm only betting Thursday. That's the only game. I might parlay it with like a game with like NHL or something that's going on that day.
Yeah, that's what
But
I
like I
am.
never parlay it with like a Saturday game or anything else. Like I only do like even when I bet college football, it's only like I'll do parlays with 12 o'clock teams, then the 3 o'clock teams, and then the 7 o'clock teams.
Same way.
Yeah, but
Word. Yeah, that's what I do too. I do the same shit. My 1 o'clock won't always be hitting, dude, and I'd be fucking making cheese on that shit. But
Yeah.
it's like a 7 legger, and I'll go on like a 3 week dry spell. All right,
dude, I've been kind of bad lately. The
That's
fucking
we
fine.
Miami game screwed me.
do. Oh shit. Do we want to jump into the picks?
I think we gotta keep going. What do you got? Any more games there? You got Tulane, Ole Miss.
We got
I mean,
Tulane on
if we're going
Thursday
into
night football.
Tulane, if we're going into Tulane, Ole Miss, I'm just gonna tell you, Ole Miss, they're gonna make Lane Kiffin $500,000. That's gonna be the end of the game. The spread's 14.5. I think they're gonna beat them by 25.5. Personally, I think they're gonna dog walk them. They just lost their coach. They have a new interim head coach coming in there. He's good. I like him. I don't even think it's gonna be comparable. It's my personal opinion.
I'm taking Tulane. No, I'm taking Ole Miss.
All right, don't fuck over me there. Come on, I like the same
I'm
pick there.
taking Ole Miss at 13.5, and I'll take the over at 52 on that
I
game.
like the over there too. Get Lane Kiffin his money. Dadowski, what do you got?
He's in his fishbowl.
Yep.
He's in his fishbowl.
Can't hear you a little bit there. Here, hold on, run it back.
Yeah, 14.5 on Ole Miss there for sure. I'm taking
Damn
the same.
it.
I actually I don't know what the spread is for the Oregon game right now, but I would also
21.
I would take an alternate spread on that. It's at 21 right now.
Yeah.
All right, maybe I
I
will.
think I think you, I think you have to keep it at 21. I think though when you get into that Oregon JMU game, it's gonna be the same thing. JMU eventually gonna start slinging the ball, and they're gonna have to go for it on fourth down. I think it's gonna be an over as well.
I think you over. I'm taking
Yeah,
the under for that game.
I don't like the under there.
I think it's gonna be like
What's the line?
20, the
It's
line's at 47 and a half. I have it.
At
Um,
48.5.
I think it's going to be like a 35-7 ball game. Like it's going
If
to be
you
like a
look at
40.
Oregon's offense, though, Oregon is predominantly they're putting up points. They're flashy.
Yeah, I mean,
Their uniforms are flashy. I think they're gonna put up points.
35 points is a lot. I think
I'll,
they
I'll
put
take
up 35. They put up 35. It's going to be like 7 points for James Madison.
You like that?
Yeah.
I'd pose
Yep.
that.
I like the parlay on Oregon spread in the under 2. I don't hate that at all. I could see it just being an absolute blowout.
I just think that
41.
I think Oregon's gonna toss. I think Oregon's gonna throw the ball. They're gonna run. They're gonna put up 28 points in the first half, and it's gonna be a blowout at the
Yeah,
end.
because you got to look at it like this too. It's not like they have to prove anything, so they don't have to beat them like Notre Dame did to like Syracuse, like 70 to
It's true.
7. By the fourth quarter, you're saving your once you're up like 28 points, you got to be like, okay, well, we need our starters for next game. You got to play for. So like, I think they take out people by the end of it. They've run it up 35 points, have them score a touchdown, whatever, in good faith, and then just take out your starters and be like, all right, we gotta
It's a
play
valid point.
next week.
Be conservative. Don't risk any injuries like these torn ACLs left and right.
Yeah, exactly. So,
It's valid point. I like that.
but all right, well, that's the end of college football. I don't know. What you guys want to talk about? Kalen DeBoer?
So we can get back into my big thing though is we can get back into Thursday night football. We gotta if we're gonna get on a pod, we got 2 Saturday games. We got some games on football wise. So are we gonna pod again, or should we start talking about
Yeah,
those
we
games?
could save some content for Friday, so we actually have stuff to talk about.
Are you good for Friday, Danny?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
I
good
can
for
do that.
Friday? All
Yeah,
right, let's go. That's fine. Then let's talk about bullshit
Yeah,
then. That's fine.
yeah, because then we didn't talk about Sherrone Moore either, so we can bring that up on Friday as well.
yeah, we can do that. That's fine.
Word.
Feel like we should. Dadowski already gave his story at the
Oh,
end.
here we go.
We all need to do like some stupid shit that we did. Tell a story out there, and
I
then
could give you. I think I could give you 8 different stories.
okay.
What story you both know where we've been. What story are you feeling? So what's a good
Uh,
one?
well, you pick that. I'll pick a story of me, and then we'll go from there. But like, should we go into Kalen DeBoer now?
I can get into Bora.
Yeah, let's go Kalen DeBoer,
Are we still
and then
doing
we'll do
college?
Yeah, we can get back in. We can. I mean, if you're, yeah, I'm down to still keep it going.
yeah. All right. What's our thoughts on Kalen DeBoer?
What else? What do you got?
He can't win the big ones. He can't. I mean, he did beat Georgia earlier this year. I'll give him that, but I mean, he can't win the big ones. He lost. I mean, he lost to Florida State week 1. That in itself, that Florida State, you would have thought week 1 Florida State was going to be a national contender. They were terrible this season, and
I
that's
agree
one
with
of
that.
Bama's
Oh, and
losses.
when I said Kalen DeBoer, I was talking about Sherrone Moore. I meant
Oh,
Sherrone.
you're good. You're good. No worries. But yeah, Kalen DeBoer, he's a bum. He's gonna get rinsed this week. Nah, he won't get rinsed. But
I
all you
think he
have to
takes
watch is
that
the
Michigan
SEC
job.
championship to know what I think about Kalen DeBoer.
I don't think he goes anywhere. I don't think he goes anywhere this year. After this year, I think he stays there for another year. See how he does next year, which he's not going to do good next year. And then after next year, he's going to be out of there. That's my
Dude,
personal
if he
opinion.
doesn't leave, they might lynch him. Like it's just not what Alabama
I mean,
wants.
you're also, dude. You're also coming back from a team that you had Nick Saban, who could recruit. He could develop. He taught. It's a whole different. It's the same thing as James Franklin. James Franklin, he can bring players in, but he can't get it done.
Yeah, exactly.
I think Kalen DeMore. Hold on, I think Kalen DeMore gets another year. See how he does, and if not, he's out of there. That's my personal opinion.
Nah, I think if he loses to Oklahoma, he's done. Like he's
How many years has he had?
uh
2 or
3
3.
now, right?
Yeah,
So
3. I think.
he's two, and he's going on his third. Right, this is
Yeah.
his third year. Even for a college coach, 3 years is a little slim in my opinion. I think you give him a little bit of time.
I'm
Look
not
at
saying that they're gonna fire him. I'm not saying that. I don't think
He's saying the
Alabama
nice people of
fires him
Alabama. Yeah,
because
he thinks the nice
there's
people of Alabama are gonna hang him.
Yeah, I'm saying the people in Alabama is going to hang him. I don't think Alabama themselves, the school, is going to be like, all right, you're out because there's just nobody in the coaching market right now. But I think he leaves on his own accord and be like, because
I think it'll be one more year.
dude, there's been rumors that he doesn't even like it in Alabama.
There's nothing you can do there. If you don't like it, get the fuck out.
I would. I mean, he's stated that he's not leaving anywhere, but we
Well,
all see
It's
that
also
in
because they
college
probably
football.
doesn't have any fucking. You need some offers and shit. And it's all NIL.
Nick Saban said that whenever he was with Miami when they were dog shit, and 2 weeks later he left for Alabama.
Since Kalen DeBoer, in all likelihood, is probably staying in Alabama, let's talk about a guy that is certainly not returning to his program, Sherrone Moore of the Michigan Wolverines.
Goat.
Oh my
The
goodness, what a
goat.
disaster this guy has had this week. Oh my goodness. Anyone want to kick off their thoughts
Absurd.
on Sherrone Moore's situation?
Good, Danny.
I don't think he did anything wrong.
All right, I'll hop in there real quick. I think he followed the Michigan way. He completely did some shit wrong.
Nah.
After you get caught with doing whatever he did, I think going into a house and getting arrested for stalking and stuff. I think it was his great demise of
Not only
going
that,
downhill.
he threatened her with a fucking knife. He said he was going
Yep.
to come to her house and kill her.
I think I've seen a lot of cases where Michigan, you had Jim Harbaugh in there with his whatever his case was, and he almost got fined and suspended and shit. Not anything of that capacity, obviously, a whole different thing. But it just goes with the Michigan way, the Dave Portnoy way of trying to win, but just doesn't do it the right way. That's my opinion. So
Did you see Dave Portnoy? And whenever it came out that so it came out like this: Michigan fires their head coach, and then the news came from that.
yeah.
But Dave didn't see the news of why they fired him, and so he just did like a
He's backing him
complete.
up.
He didn't know he wasn't backing him up. He's like, yeah, that's the Michigan way. You can't go 9-3. You know, it's either national championship or bust. It's like, no, it's not because he did a bad job. It's because he
Because he
fucking
did a
tried.
bad.
Because he's a fucking
Because he did a
horrible
bang job and
person.
because he couldn't keep his fucking pants, his fucking dong in his pants.
Yeah, he's just like a horrible
Fucking,
person.
he's a
And
he's a deviant.
Yeah, fucking absolute deviant. What do you
dude,
got on that? What do you have to say about him?
Sherrone Moore. I mean, you know how I feel about Michigan. I'm an Ohio State guy, so I'll let you know what I think about the Sherrone Moore situation. This guy's a fucking scumbag, piece of shit. That I mean,
hey,
you
we've
cheat on
had
your wife. I mean,
U.S. presidents do the same thing.
I was gonna say I'm not even that mad about him like cheating on his wife and shit like that. Him acting like an absolute crazy person and having zero accountability after was insane. Like actually insane. Like definition. But this is nothing new for Michigan. The last 10 years, this athletic director, how many scandals has this? How many crimes have their players committed? Any sport, how many crimes have there been committed? How many scandals have they had between their coaches and their staff? It's Michigan. This is exactly what Michigan is. This is what Michigan does. They're just a bunch of fucking scumbags up there in
Sounds
Ann
like
Arbor.
Urban Meyer.
When they say go blue, that's what they mean. It's the Michigan way. That's all it is. It's the
Yeah, when
same
they say
fucking
go
thing,
blue,
dude.
it means yeah. Never mind. I don't want to say that though.
No, it means
Liberals? What?
No, when they say nah, okay.
that's crazy. Yeah, let's simmer down with that.
Go blue. Go blue in the.
I
Go
don't
You
blue.
can
know.
say the same thing about Michigan though, because dude, you had Urban Meyer, the fucking he's the notorious
You're
OG
talking about
of
Ohio. You're talking about Ohio State.
yes.
Yeah, that's the say. You said Michigan. The same fucking thing, dude. It's
No, I'm saying
absurd.
he's talking about Michigan, but
Yeah,
as an Ohio
it's
State person,
they've had some fuck. Yeah.
it's crazy. I'm sure his fucking phone died. Like that's crazy. But let's shit on Ohio State while he's going. Yeah, dude, fucking. Oh, there he is.
Right back for perfect timing. Ohio State is dog shit, dude. Yeah.
He just got fucking heated. He's like, "Fuck this."
Danny, you just rage bait the fuck out of him real quick for no reason.
Right
Dude,
there.
what was like the fucking his tenure at Florida? That one team that they won the national championship with. It was like
Oh,
Tim
yeah,
Tebow. Tim
30
Tebow.
out of like 100. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, he had
Tim
Tim
Tebow,
Tebow,
Aaron
Aaron
Hernandez,
Hernandez.
The
I
Pouncey
think,
twins.
yeah.
The Pouncey twins back then, they were like notorious just going throughout like Florida to like random bars and just beating the shit out of everybody. Um, got the Pouncey twins. Like you had so many people then. It was like what's the stat? It's like 38 out of their 113 man roster have like criminal records.
Yeah.
I
They're
did
like
see that.
felons.
It was just absurd, dude.
I gotta pull up that
Absurd.
stat. Yeah,
It is. It was a crazy stat. I think you're spot on with that too. I think it was like 38 out of like 112 or something like that. That all had criminal records. Crazy. It's the Urban Meyer way too. So it's a Go Blue and Urban Meyer. Sounds perfect.
legitimately, what I'm putting into Google is how many criminals has Urban Meyer coached.
Not a bad question.
Urban Meyer coached at least 31 players who were arrested during his tenure. As this is just Florida. This isn't Ohio State, by the way.
And this is while they're there too. This isn't like post.
Yeah.
This is like while they're actively playing.
The nature of the charges at Florida varied widely in severity, from minor offenses like underage alcohol possession to more serious allegations, including aggravated assault, aggravated stalking, burglary and larceny, domestic violence by strangulation, fraudulent use of credit cards. One of the most notable cases involved tight end Aaron Hernandez, who was linked to. He was the GOAT, to be honest. He was actually a better tight end than Gronk was for like a little bit.
That's a hot take.
I wouldn't put him better than Gronk. I
They
would
probably had some
not.
pretty similar stats.
I put him better than Kelsey in my opinion. I wouldn't put him better than Gronk.
Dude, nobody gave him a chance, man.
I don't think he was better. If he continued his career, no one gave him a chance. Nope, not better than Gronk. Oh.
He was a dog.
I'll tell you who
Put
didn't
him,
have a chance. That guy he fucking murdered. Actually, there's like fucking 3 guys he murdered.
he's
He
clean.
didn't give
did it.
himself a chance, dude. That's the problem.
Yeah.
You can cut that if you want.
Dude, that's crazy. So I toured Florida one time, the stadium, and so like they have walking up to the stadium, they have like these bricks, and then these bricks are like just engraved like every single All-American that played for them, and then you get up like closer to the stadium where it's like that, like 2010 team and everything, like these 2010 players. There's like 2 bricks that are just like bare. Like they don't have any names in them. And it's like the middle of like everybody else that was on that team, like Tim Tebow, everything. And it's like I asked like one of the people that was there, and he's like, "Well, that's Aaron Hernandez. We just don't put his name there. He was All American like in 2009 and 2010. He has like these side by side bricks, and it's just like, oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
You could
Stadium.
That's pretty
you
cool.
probably could have put context clues together there. It was all
Yeah, but
2000.
like you're just walking. I didn't think about it. I'm just walking up to the stadium. I'm just like, that's weird. Somebody
But-
fucking stole these bricks or something.
Yeah, plus it's better to get
Yeah.
the confirmation from the guy that works there
And
too.
just-
Like,
yeah,
like
that's true.
Yeah.
he's like, yeah, it actually is Aaron Hernandez. It's like, oh,
Yeah, that's true.
well. All right. Should we get into locks for Thursday Night Football?
Let's get into it.
Bets for Sun. I have some futures I kind of wanted to toss. Just add to the fire.
Let's make sure you get. Let's get when we were talking bets though. Let's get some lines. Like so, let's look up lines real quick and then put the lines in because I don't have lines. I mean, when I'm saying, I mean, I don't have the plus minuses.
I'm about to go into like a little rant real quick. All right, I'm just gonna like just talk to myself pretty much for like 2 minutes about the futures. All right. So Thursday Night Football.
Here, uncover your mic.
Oh, good call. Thank you for that. So on Thursday Night Football, we've got a lot of potential award winners. We've got Matt Stafford, who's got 3,722 yards, 37 touchdowns, 5 picks, 112.2 passer rating. I did want to mention he only has 4 games this season with a passer rating under 100. He is currently minus 300 to win the MVP this season, so he is looking like a lock. If you want to look at an MVP caliber player, tune in for Thursday Night Football tomorrow night. 2 other players I wanted to talk about their futures was Jackson Smith-Njigba, who's currently minus 475 to win Offensive Player of the Year. So you can imagine the Seahawks have been using him in healthy doses this season. He'll also be an electric play tomorrow night. One last future I wanted to talk about was Nick Emanuwari. I'm sorry if I butchered that. He's got 60 combined tackles on the year, 2.5 sacks, 1 interception, 11 pass deflections, 7 tackles for losses, and 3 QB hits. He plays strong safety. He's currently plus 195 to win the Defensive Rookie of the Year right now. For a while, Chase Schweiger for the Browns, Dan, is that his name?
Yes, keep going.
He was the favorite. He was like a minus 1,300 favorite to win the offensive or defensive rookie of the year award this season, but he's down to a minus 200 now because of this Emanuwari kid. So also keep an eye out for him on Thursday Night Football. He's been making a name for himself.
Are we bouncing off of what you just said, or are we letting you? What are we doing here?
Yeah, you're good. You're good. I'm done.
Well, I kind of want to see. I want to interject with like JSN's odds plus 110 for a touchdown, anytime touchdown. I love his odds there. He's their go-to target on a close game like that, and with good defenses, I think that he still thrives in those offenses, and especially against defenses. So I would take that, and I would take his yards too. I love his yards. He is he's the staple of their defense. It doesn't. Or he's a staple of their offense. Sorry, it doesn't matter about who they have. They have Charbonnet in the backfield, and they have Kenneth Walker. I still think they're going to be targeting him a lot.
Does anybody know Drake May's odds for MVP?
He's plus 400, I want to say, were his current odds.
He's right behind Stafford right now.
Yep, he was number 2 on the list.
I think when we're going to the game, a big thing is we're going to this game on Thursday Night Football. A big odd right now. JSN is averaging 111 yards per game. His odds only at minus 110 for 80 yards. So I think you look into those yards. It's not a bad take either. And I would take anytime touchdown score. Just stay away from the running backs. I think those run defenses are very good, as we've seen throughout the year. So,
I was putting in my phone. So, like, normally when I gamble and I put parlays in, I try to stay, like, if I make it over to plus 400 odds, that's whenever I take it like as is. Whenever I get my parlays, like I never like Dan always does these fucking 3,000 plus parlays, which is crazy. But for that game on Thursday, Dan, you kind of convinced me. Even if Kyron Williams does score, I'm gonna be fucking pissed because I feel like he can. But I'm staying away from it. I got plus 450 odds on this. That Thursday night game, I'll take LA money line. Stafford 210 passing, Puka Nacua 70 yards receiving, and then I'm taking over 42.5 points for the game.
I like that a lot.
I kind of like. I would hate to do this, but like I know Jackson Smith and Jigba's probably gonna have a game, so like
I'm telling you, put him down for a touchdown score.
Yeah, but then I'm like betting against my like parlay there.
It's true.
I hate doing that, but like I feel like he, like I would probably put him for yards. What's he at? Minus 185 for 80.
I like 80 a lot. He's averaging right now. He's averaging 110. It's not a bad line to take. That Rams defense is good though. They could be running the ball, but the only good thing with having a good defense is the Rams run defense is good, so they have to throw the ball.
What did he put up last week against Indianapolis?
JSN?
Yeah.
He was heavily involved, I'm pretty sure.
He put up a touchdown. I know he had a tutty last week. I think he put up I believe it was right around 90 yards. From a fantasy perspective, I think he put up like 25 points.
That's a good Colts defense they played last week too. I did want to mention that you were mentioning the Rams defense is really good. They are number 6 in takeaways on the season. So if you did want to throw a Sam Darnold interception onto your parlay, I could totally see that happening tomorrow night.
I like that a lot.
Week. Some picks I had. Rams are dogs right now. Seahawks are currently a minus 130 money line, so I don't like that at all. And they're also minus 1.5. So I'm kind of like leaning towards the Rams there, even though they're on the road and they're playing in a crazy hostile environment in Seattle. I kind of like it. I'm also liking the over. It's 42.5 right now. I'm liking the over on that game too. So
I don't think Seahawks Stadium
See,
is what it used to be.
I'm gonna go into mine. I've been to Seahawks Stadium, and it's pretty damn cool stadium.
But when? Like I'm saying, like it hasn't
I went
been.
to yeah, not for a good game. I went to it last year. Wasn't it was a cool stadium, but it wasn't anything. It won't affect the home. It's not like a home like a home stadium like the Pittsburgh Steelers is, where it affects where you can hear and actually and see it. It's a whole different ball game, my opinion. I think the Steelers stadium is pretty damn cool, but when you Seahawks was cool to see, but it wasn't anything because it was they used to suck. So when I went there, it didn't matter. There were no fans. Home field advantage did not matter.
Oh, but that was like what Seahawks Stadium's always been fucking known for, like the 12th man. Like that's
Exactly.
the fucking thing, you know. Like whenever you had like
Same,
uh
same.
back when they were like actually good 10 years ago, when
Yeah.
you had the Legion of Boom and stuff like that. I feel like that's whenever it made a difference. But like I don't think they. I don't know. I might be wrong on this, but like I don't think
They
they fucking
they
affect
did
anything.
sound. I won't
Like,
lie.
you
They
know?
did sound loud on my red zone this past Sunday against the Colts. So
Yeah.
maybe now that they're good again, like and they're actually have a
Those
chance of
were
being competitive.
those were fans going in for Philip Rivers, baby.
Yeah, probably. They're probably actually just all cheering for Philip. Everyone was a
Yeah.
Philip Rivers
So
fan in that
I'm gonna
stadium.
go into my parlay real quick. I'm just gonna hit mine. Um, I like JSN. I've said that to you. I like JSN a lot. I like his yards too. He's only for 80 plus. He's only at minus 150. He's averaging 111 against this. I like that a lot. Sam Darnold, 210 yards, passing yards. He's hit that in all three games head to head. His last three games against the Rams. It's a big thing to know. I think he continues on that on with JSN. He's just a weapon. So I'm taking Seahawks money line and the over. The over. I like the over. I'm staying away from the running backs just because of split back. But regardless of split back, I think JSN gets in there and they get the job done with the Seahawks money line at minus 130. That total parlay is plus 700. So $100 wins you 700.
I like it, sir. I
I
like
like
it.
that.
My parlay pretty chill. It's just a three legger. I've got Rams alternate spread. It's plus 3.5. It's a minus 192. That could change though throughout the week. We'll see. Just to be safe, I like taking the plus 3.5 just in case. Those divisional games, you never know, and they're on the road. So if they lose by a field goal, I'll still cover there.
Yeah,
That's
that's
why I
a
like.
good
That's why I
call.
like that one. Even though we've got two great defenses here, I'm really liking the over. I could see just it's a short week. Even though the Rams don't have Devontae Adams, I think that they're just going to be letting the ball sling. So I'm liking the over there as well. That's minus 110, and then I also have Puka. My lock of the week. This is 1,000% happening, guaranteed. Puka Nakua, anytime touchdown score plus 110. Throw it on your parlay. It's going down this week. No Devontae Adams. They're gonna
You
they're
think he
gonna
gets
try.
it done?
Puka gets in the end zone.
Yeah.
Yep, I'm liking Puka in
Ah,
the end. They're going to run some kind of like shovel pass or like some kind of reverse. They're going to be trying to get this guy the ball, and especially now they lost that red zone threat. I think they're going to be. It's
get it
going to be
done.
it's too predictable to be handing the ball off to Kyron and Blake. I think they're going to maybe get some play action. You know. So yeah, my
Yeah,
lock of the week.
yeah,
My
he'll
lock
get
of
the
the week
job
is
done.
Puka Nakua. I think he's going to be heavily involved.
One thing I didn't mention was this. So there's punishments. Okay, there's punishments in this podcast.
Okay,
If
I'll
your
make sure I
locks
save my
don't,
notes.
if your locks don't hit, well, at the end of whatever podcast we do next. All right, and this is for the viewers too. When we come back together and we say, okay, this was the summary of what happened in these games, we're all gonna keep track of that. And the loser of that week, who had the most games lost, who had the worst record in that week, they have to do the podcast with as many losses. They have to put as many losses as they had, put in as many zins, and do the whole podcast like that.
I don't.
You might as well give me a tube of fucking Zins right now while you're at it.
I don't got Zins, but I could match it with blinkers or something.
Either that, oh yeah, whatever
Hashtag
you want.
blinkers. Yeah, let's get
Either
retarded.
that, or what I was thinking is we do the wheel of shame.
I like that.
So we'll spin a wheel. It could be like shots, as many
So I like
losses as
that.
you
I
had,
like
as many shots, as many zins as whatever,
I
as
like the
many
wheel of shame.
darts. Just smoke darts the entire show.
I like that a lot.
I like the wheel of shame. This is good.
The
It's a
Will of
good
Shame.
idea.
So that's for our viewers as well to see
That's
that.
fire.
Dude, that'd be fucking hilarious. You know, Dan, you know how he gets whenever he's down bad? He's gonna be like, like the entire
I'm
time.
gonna be hurting, and the worst part is I know my fucking when I give you legs they're gonna be terrible. So we'll have to we'll make it work. I'll definitely
My
take
shit's
Dadowski
hitting.
down.
Throw my bets down. My shit's hitting. It's Rams plus three
So
and a
I
half, over 42.5. Puka Nakua anytime touchdown. Parlay it. You're making yourself some cheese. Plus 650.
so
You can't see me.
go
I
ahead.
like Puka
One
Nacua
thing,
score. I
the
might
one thing that we
do it.
should be doing is somehow combine our bets and just make one slip for this
Yeah,
podcast.
I
We make
agree.
one slip. So if you're Danny, if your
No, no,
leg
no.
doesn't,
They're trailing us. People are trailing us. This is like a competition at the end of the day with all three of us. Is like they're trailing us. Like
so I can't. I'm not making a
we're
five
all.
legger.
What's that?
What are you making? How many legs you got?
No, just bet how you would normally bet.
I just put a five legger down. I'll take a five.
Okay,
All right.
right now I got 4 legs, but I think I
Yeah,
might
that's fine.
steal. I
All
think
right.
I might steal Dadowski's thing on Puka Nakua. To be honest,
I don't like Puka.
uh, uh, dude,
He
Dadowski
scares me
kind
because
of.
as soon as Adams goes down, they're gonna have to go to fucking Puka.
No, but
So
they
that's a
they
risky
still
one.
got like Higby. They still got other weapons.
I
Like I
like
mean,
Parkinson there a lot too, though.
even like
Parkinson has been catching a lot of touchdowns.
even
He's been
Ky
being a dog.
dude, Kyron's like underrated in like how he like catches the ball as well. Like I mean, they
That's
have
true.
other threats. Like they're just not. They don't have to just rely on Puka the entire game. But that's the thing. I think when was it that Devonte Adams was out that one game, and as soon as he was out, like Puka scored that game.
Puka, I tell you. Yep.
That was like week 4, week 5, whatever it was.
Give me
That was
Puka.
like a Monday night game or something too. Maybe Sunday night football, something like that. But like to be honest, like I like Puka. I think they just use Devonte Adams because like the entire drive they use Puka and he racks up like 40 yards of drive, and
Yeah.
then they're like, oh well, now that they're double teaming Puka, well, fucking Devonte Adams is wide open in the end zone on the 10-yard line.
No, that's
Yeah.
true. I like that. You're right. That's the only thing that scares me with Kyron when you get into running backs. And the same thing with Seattle. Seattle's running back situation. I don't know. It's so up and down. You got Kenneth Walker that put up 9 points last week in fantasy football, and you have Chardonnay that put up. I think he put up 11. He put up more, but
Right now,
their odds are split. It's split down the middle. If you look at Kyron Williams, he's expected 60 yards. You look at Corum, 40. Which way do you shade there? It
right
depends
now
on the week.
for anytime touchdown scorers per Caesar Sportsbook, we got Kyron Williams at plus 117, Puka at plus 108, Jackson Smith plus 116, Charbonnet plus 175, Kenneth Walker 185.
That's the problem. You're all up. What plus one? You're below plus 200. I mean, it's just tough which way you go at it. Chardonnay is a better lock than Kenneth, and then you have Kyron that's a better lock than Corum. But
I,
Corum's been having more touchdowns recently. It's tough.
Let's name a
like
sleeper for the game.
I did want to mention a nice sneaky pick. I know it's a split backfield now, so it is risky, but Kyron Williams, 15 receiving yards or more, is currently at like plus 155.
I like
So
that.
that's a sneaky ass add to the parlay. I mean, it's not a lock that he's going to get it, but if you're looking for profit, that's not a bad leg to add. I have some frisky picks on here. These are not my locks, by the way. These are just frisky picks.
Well, no, before you get to that, so like let's do it like this. Let's all name like
Parkinson.
a let's all name a sleeper. All right, let's name a sleeper. If your
Mm-hmm.
sleeper hits, but you lose a leg of your parlay, that helps. I mean, obviously, it doesn't help you losing money because we're all going to lose money, but that helps your a loss in your parlay for the
Okay.
record.
All right.
When
Word.
we do the wheel of shame. All
All right,
right.
these aren't my sleeper picks either, but they're just frisky. They're just frisky picks. So I do have a sleeper pick. I will give you a sleeper pick at the end. These are just frisky picks. I just wanted to give to the audience real quick. Cooper Kupp's currently plus 350 to score a touchdown anytime right now. I know he has not been used very much in the Seahawks offense, but he is playing against his old team, the Los Angeles Rams, so I could see them scheming up something to get him a touchdown. He was very uninvolved the last time they played the Rams, so I'm thinking that this time around, now they're in their home stadium, maybe they will give him like a red zone look or something. It's just a plus. It's a frisky pick. It's not a lock. It's plus 350. So, and then my other one is plus 270. It's Blake Corum anytime touchdown. I mean, Dan touched on it earlier, but his usage has only gone up as the season's gone on. They like using him as the drive goes on too. It really seems like it's every set of downs they're kind of switching them in and out. So I like Blake Corum there too. It's a frisky pick. It's not a lock. It's kind of just like if you want to add some profit to your parlay and you live on the line, there you go.
I'm gonna kind of double down on what Dadowski just said because he just kind of stole the words from the thunder from right under me. I'm gonna take Corum as well. I like Corum a lot. He's scored. He's had multi touchdown games. He's taken the thunder from Kyron because Kyron has been taking the brunt the whole year. I like Corum's touchdown. I like it a lot. It's at plus spread
All
below
right.
plus 300. Another frisky one though is kicking. I'm always in the kicking props. I like Jason Myers over 9.5. I think that this can be a good scoring game. I think he's gonna have a couple field goals as well as a JSN touchdown, extra point. I like Jason Myers over 8.5 points.
So we can't. Let's not reuse each other's sleeper picks. So
That wasn't my bad. That wasn't my sleep. I kind of just wanted to like just talk about it. Like I just kind of want to like add it for the.
That's good.
All right, wait, I got one then. Hold on.
I do have
I'll
a
change up.
sleeper pick though. I do have a sleeper
No.
pick.
All right, so one sleeper pick, just one, right?
Pick your sleeper pick. Yes.
Go ahead. Dadowski, go.
My super pick right now currently is not even on my draft book or on my sports book. I'm sorry, but it will be, and I'm gonna place it. It's whatever Tutu Atwell's over under is. Book it. I'm telling you, book it because he's gonna catch like a 50-yard bomb, and it's gonna be his only catch the entire game. It's his over under is gonna be like 10 yards. Just lock it down. Tutu Atwell's catching a bomb. Every time one of their top two receivers is out, Tutu Atwell steps in and just catches like one bomb. Sometimes for a touchdown, sometimes not. But yeah, that's my sleeper pick this week. It's going to be Tutu Atwell's over.
That's pretty fucking solid. I'm
Smart.
going. You want to name yours, and I'll if you steal mine, I'll do a different one, Dan.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna stick with it. I like Corum in the end zone. I like him. He's been strong. It's at plus 250, right around there. I like
Okay.
over down, but I like Corum a lot. I think he's been stealing all the carries and stuff especially in the red zone. That's a big thing in the red zone. So give me Corum.
Give me Cooper Kupp over 50 yards, baby. I'm
Ooh,
doing
I
Cooper
like
Kupp
it.
over 50 yards. Steal the win from Jackson Smith Njigba.
I like it.
Ohio State used to say Jackson Smith never mind. N-word.
We'll pause there.
The N-word is what some might say.
I don't like. I can. That's a risky one. I like that. That's fine. That's a risky one.
I'm
I like it a lot.
going Cooper Kupp 50 yards. That's my sleeper pick. Like I said, if those hit and one of your legs doesn't hit, that counts for your record. That counts as a win for you. But it doesn't count for like an automatic win. It could be like tiebreakers if when you guys both lose at the end of the week. That could be a tiebreaker for you.
Yeah, this fucking guy.
Word.
Yeah.
I like it.
But that's how we'll play those.
My word.
Well, my thing is we gotta we gotta make the same picks here. So I think what's today? Is today Thursday or Wednesday?
Today's
Wednesday.
So if we sit down
watching Thursday Night Football right now, dumbass.
So if we sit, yeah, that was dumb as shit. If we sit down tomorrow and make our picks for, hey, by the way, Danny, thanks, asshole. If we sit down and make our picks tomorrow for Friday and Saturday college football, then Friday we can only focus on NFL. I think that would be a good win there.
All right, word.
Well, I think we make our picks for the CFP playoffs. We count it towards our record.
No, I'm not talking about our fucking record. Yeah, everything is going to be counted. I'm just saying tomorrow, if we sit down and maybe we have an hour conversation where we just talk strictly picks for college football, and then Friday we go into depth on NFL.
Okay, that's fair.
I'm down.
I mean,
that's cool
unless that's too much. I'm just saying.
I'll do it. That's fair. I'll do it. Yeah.
No, yeah, I'm good with that.
That's a lot.
Sweet.
This was solid. Yeah, facts.
It's been electric.
It's been electric. I'm down to hop on tomorrow. Just let me know what time you guys are good.
All right, sounds good. What do